Hello, gamers! We are gonna get started in just a minute. Woo! Anyway, how's everybody doing? Well, I hope. Hope we're doing well. I'll see you soon. Okay, gamers. Hi. Happy Wednesday. Pretty sure it's Wednesday. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm pooped. I'm pooped. It's almost Thursday. That indeed. And it's almost Friday, and then it's almost the weekend, and then we do it all over again for the rest of our lives. Well, I don't know. Should we just get started? I'm like, we can putz around and talk about the passage of time. We could just play the game. Oh, yeah. I got the good emote going. Hold on. I gotta go. Exactly. Time never ends. Life is pain. Do people like Wednesdays? How do you feel about Wednesdays? I have no real feelings on Wednesdays. I feel like it depends on what you do. Like, I know there's like some... Oops. Oh, right, we're here. Anyway, I used to have more of like, on this day I do this and that. Like Wednesdays I used to perform on my house team. And we would also have a stream, I think, on Wednesdays. And depending on what the stream was, usually made it a pretty good day. Okay, I want to look at this. But I worry that this will lead to where she is. Oh. I see. As if we came in from the roof, I think. Oh, new skill point. Okay. Remember the shot. Okay, still need to do that. Note, cavern below the field building. Union and cryptozoology business might end when you do it. Okay. So, we shall do that later. Maybe even tomorrow. In-game tomorrow. Ooh, we can try this again. Well, that's good. Abandoned lorry, physical instrument challenging. Alright, up the stairs we go. New Diablo season, nice. Wednesday's perfectly fine, but no weekend. Yep. Okay, what do we got? Height is dizzying. Yeah. I walk over there. I'm gonna walk All the way up to here. I didn't try climbing this ladder. Killed me for sure. Alright, well, back down we go. Nothing to see here. Cameron, you afraid of heights? Oop. Alright, let's get out of here and... Oh, go down. Oop, rats. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Need to go to 10 p.m. to get my gun. I want to do all that business, you know? Okay. Different gloves. Why not? Why not? Okay. So, we still need to check the island for bullet traces. Where the hell is the island? Do we know where the island is? People know. I'm all ears. And a working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. Okay. I removed my necktie because this seems like a bad sign. Okay. Haven't had a Dolores Day vision yet. Haven't joined the reading group. Might not. The island is inaccessible by foot. Don't think the game has told you more about getting to it yet. Okay. Okay. You think What's-Her-Face will let us ride on her boat? The rich lady? Keep going up this way. Okay. Let me do this. Pretty sure it was a red check.
An old door worn by elements guards the depot. The wind.
I do want to open the door. What was this other thing that I was able to do again? Abandoned lorry. That's over here. Huh, maybe I can try and get it open again or something. Okay, so we have to wait until 10 p.m. I would like to go to the island, but it's unclear how to do that. Is that something I can do today in the game? Go to the island? I just want to talk to Classy, but I have to wait for What's-His-Face to go to bed. Island is later. Okay. Alrighty, where the heck am I? Where am I? Let me check more of the cryptids. You know I like to. Alright. Me and Kim are splitting up, I guess. I know this cryptid cage is around here somewhere. There it is. Guessing it's just gonna be dead cryptids. Or dead locusts.
It's full of locusts, but they seem weak. Poor things.
Damn. Bartholomew, should you buy this game? I think depends. I think if you like a mystery game, if you like an adventure game, if you like a story game where the choices matter, yes. I think, oh god. It's, sorry, I dropped my ring. Basically all reading and talking, which is not bad, but it does mean it's a lot of reading and talking, you know?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
All right. Where to go, everyone? One of them talkies, is it? Yeah, it's a talkie game. Oh, look at this. Haven't looked at this in a minute.
An old mod. A lorry abandoned by its owner. Stuck. The smell of... There's something odd about the passengers. You close the rusty...
Okay, well, why did they want me to come back here? I feel like there was some other kind of check going on. Hey, do you have my gun? Are you the scary old lady?
Look, girl child, you hear her say.
Never mind. I don't know what to do. Should I just, like, read a book? And say goodnight to... What's his face for the day? What about Dev's not getting the money? Interesting. Why do you say that?
Right to work! Right to work!
Okay. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna sneeze here soon. Any minute now. Whew. You should watch the People Make Games video for more info on that. Okay. There's a lot of drama. Oh, interesting. First I've heard about it. Okay. People know what I should be doing. I'm all ears. See if I can join the reading group. See if they're around at this time of day. At this point, what does it hurt? If I explored the building thoroughly. Which building? This one? Yeah, I talked to the dice maker. I saw everything. Much of the creative staff were ousted from the development team in a rights conduct conflict. Interesting. The one I was just in at the start with the ladder. I did somewhat thoroughly, but then it was like, if you keep walking forward in this area, then it'll like progress the game, and I need to get my gun back in the evening. So, do you have my gun? You're an old lady.
Give me a moment.
Alright. You literally just want to advance time reading is a good way to do that. Yeah. Ooh. What's this? Cool. Oh, yeah, that rocks. What a look. Must be cold, though. Okay, well, moving on. I mean, let's look at my case log. Find the murder weapon. I would love to. I don't know where to go for that. If people have hints, or if that's the thing I have to wait on. This feels like something ominous that I don't really want to do. This, I don't know when she's going to show herself to me, but okay. Join the reading group. Well, they weren't there. I have to wait for Kim to go to bed for this. Bullet traces. Can't get to the island yet. Have to get here at 10 p.m., so maybe I'll just read a book. Yep, slim pickings. Alright, well maybe I've just done everything and need to wait.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Alright, well I'll talk to you later. I'm actually going to put my coat back on. He just looks cold. I do all the church stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They've got the whole club set up. The scientist found out about the sort of soft spot in the earth that's like pre-pale. Did the whole thing. Oops. Well, we're going back up the balcony. we knock on your door again? Oop.
You should return to the boardwalk now that the body has been taken away. There's
Oh.
something you need to see.
What do you
A
mean?
little something that your visual cortex has put together while you were
This is
away.
what I like to see.
Let's call it an apparition from the past. Oh no, it's one of those show, don't tell things, isn't it? You can just stop by whenever you're close. It should be quick enough.
Okay, well, let's head back.
This door is made of metal and a pit
Ah.
no one.
Let's go.
All right.
There's
Fair enough. No, I've played the board game with Kim, and I have some books I can read. Let's go to the boardwalk, because this just told me to go to the boardwalk, and I'm looking for something to do. And then perhaps we'll just read. I am thorough. I like playing the game. This is why we're on day 5 and haven't gotten my gun back, you know? Try this thing. What is that interfacing? Conceptualization. Where's that? Let's do it. Why not? I have a skill point. Do I have conceptualization clothes? Yes. Maybe. What? I'm not wearing my empathy shoes. What the hell? Conceptualization. Put my. Okay. Give this a go. Kim hates it every time I look at this wall, and we're gonna keep looking at this wall.
Just an
I've been stuck
ordinary wall.
with this
Nothing
for a
to
while.
see here.
Enjoying it a bunch? Well, I want to finish it. I haven't finished a game on stream in a minute. It's, you know, not the most people watching for my streams, but this is what I'm going to do. Okay, keen aesthetic sensibility. Cindy's artistic impulses are infectious.
Because
Woo!
you see it, finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very face of God.
Fun facts. People do love fun facts. I don't know what Oliver Tree is. Is that a person? Who's Oliver Tree? More!
Oh, Wallfather.
Kim! I must paint this wall.
Huh?
He sounds tired of it all. You already have the heavy fuel oil to use as paint. It's red. And Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush. This is on.
Okay, I know you're tired, Kim.
Sure,
Thanks, buddy.
if you must.
Okay. Go get a paintbrush from Cindy. Makes music and is a weirdo. Oh, nice. I should check him out. Hey, Cindy.
Hello again, officers.
I'm gonna need your paintbrush.
What for?
For art. It's for art, okay?
Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
Grand art.
Let me stop you right there, Piggy. You have no idea, do you? No idea. No brush? Fuck off.
To crush a man's dreams like that. I'm gonna say no brush then, not a problem.
You're about to cry internally, aren't you,
Okay.
Piggy? Oh, pathetic.
I need to up my conceptualization. Which I think I'm wearing conceptualization clothes, right? Yeah, well, I guess we'll give it a try. You never know, 17%. Worst case scenario, she's not
Hello
into it.
again, officers.
They do say the painter always paints his own portrait.
I'm gonna say that's
No,
lame.
no, it's great.
Okay, self-portrait.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, Piggo.
Okay, I won't do that.
You're a real sad sack. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself. And no self-portrait.
Thanks, Cindy.
Sure, anytime. Us shit artists have to help one another. Besides, I was out of fuel oil anyway.
She only
Seventh
gave it
guest
to you
VR.
because she
Ooh,
doesn't see
this is the
this
first I heard about it. That sounds fun.
The right idea is not coming to her. It's excruciating. You know what you've got in that fuel canister you scavenged from your Kanema? Red dyed heavy fuel oil. Paint
All right.
and
Catch you later. Time to paint. Got nothing but time, okay, Kim? Killing time anyway, so I'm gonna paint this wall.
the paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things come to mind.
I'm gonna do 3,500-year-old pictogram of a human being. Whoa, 3D video people walking around. That's cool. Oh, that's fun.
You've spoken. The wall will now silently repeat the message for a decade or so, until the sea air degrades the paint, adding another layer of detritus to the city.
Very poetic. Real poetry. Should we return to our murder investigation? I hear there's a really bad one we are supposed to solve.
Sorry, Kim, but we're killing time anyway, okay? What do you want? Alright, well, we did it. Feels freaking good. Should I give the paintbrush back? Oh, maybe we just used it. Alright, works for me. He's getting a little bit annoyed with me. Fair enough. Okay, let's go to the boardwalk where that guy was. I want my visual calculus clothes on. Let's do that for the sake of that. I don't think... Visual calculus. We have +1 to visual calculus. And I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I do like this one. Alright, moving on. Let's fast travel. I don't feel like running. I miss Sister Wendy. Okay. I hate the word bulbous. It's not my least favorite word. I'm not someone who's so yucked out by words. I will say I don't like the word puke. I think that is the most disgusting word to use for vomit. Really, any other word for vomit I would prefer. Swapping clothes out for stats a regular thing. Oh, yeah. It is a little tedious. I don't hate it,
The
but it's a
cold
little
sea
tedious.
breeze stings your face as you step on the boardwalk. The body is gone. But something still lingers in the air, and high above it, against the grey. A luminous wheel of pleasure, and all things bright.
Oh.
Its wooden frame creaking in the wind. 12 red cabins form a circle that stretches from the engine below to the flocks of seagulls up in the sky. The mirage looks both sad and glorious in the mist, like an insect trapped in glass.
What are you looking at?
Going to study the cabins.
The little wooden gondolas dangle in the wind, their seats empty and floors littered with old ice cream papers and discarded tickets. A seabird has made a nest in one of the cabins, but even this looks abandoned. The pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk.
Boardwalk.
There's a ticket office made out of an old gondola. Its wooden frame, the same shade of red as the ones above. The pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk. Its 12 red cabins.
It's the
suspended in
pleasure
air.
wheel.
The one that Mr. Hiddleston mentioned?
I'm gonna say it used to take up the whole pier.
What is going on with you, detective?
I'm killing
Some
time, my
sadness
man.
comes crashing over you, like a bad dream.
Oh, do you think he enjoyed his last moments out here?
Mr. Méjean? Perhaps not fun, but I do think he was trying to make himself feel better, yes. In his own way.
To carve out a corner of the world where he could feel at peace for a moment.
But I don't think standing here in the cold is doing you or me any good. Let's go. We've got a case to solve.
Fair enough,
The
Kim.
pleasure wheel stands still on the boardwalk. Some waves come crashing against the boardwalk.
Hello, Tommy.
Shattering the
Overall,
mirage.
enjoying Disco Elysium. My original complaints still stand. But yeah, I have issues with the writing, and then also find the world very immersive and like some of the characters. Alright, well, we did that. What's next? Sit on a bench? Read a book? Let's read a book. Hey Kim, I've got to read a book, okay? Interact. I play this with Kim.
Large letters on the front.
Open?
You pry open a colourful box.
Okay, book.
The man from Heimdall stick the story out by nightfall. Only the man from
They're in trouble now. We
It is
listened to some of
with
these
deadly
already.
finesse, his twin blades scissored the necromancer's head from its body.
Okay,
A
skip
few
ahead.
chapters later, the man from Heimdall and Tyribald are in a completely different
Benches are
setting,
off limits when Kim
high
is around?
above
Oh my
an
god.
arid desert, riding a pair of griffins that always seem to appear at narratively convenient moments. This book makes a mockery of the very idea of good plotting, though something tells you coherence was never the point. The Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king, Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from Heimdall to rid his kingdom of the Nachtherra. The man from Heimdall extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of winter does not budge.
Why is he doing any of this?
What do you mean?
Why is he doing all of this?
Because the flame of justice burns bright within his chest. Because, above all, he's driven to bring honor to the name of his beloved Heimdall. Because his noble Cutland blood lusts for glory and conquest. It cannot be denied.
Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all?
Is there anything else to his character?
He is the man from Heimdall, forged in the fury of battle. Death was his sire, and blood his dam. He doesn't even have a real name. What is inside this man?
Does he have any
Or is
internal
muscle and
tension?
bone? He is the wildest man alive. The only mortal strong enough to wield the twins' Whitehunters.
I get that, he's strong on his big swords.
and
Why should I
Drang.
care about his
name,
character?
What are you? A book critic?
Actually, yes, I'm a goddamn art cop.
Enough. You're ruining the pacing of the story. Now where did you leave off? What pacing? You skip past a section detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as the long and perilous journey from Hrothgar's keep to the ancient forest. In the center of the great hall stands a blood altar on which a pair of Nachtherra are disemboweling a shrieking peasant.
Damn.
An unholy rite that empowers the Nachtherra forbidden magic. As the vile ceremony ends, the sound of steel unsheathing draws the Nachtherra's attention to a pair of cloaked figures standing in the doorway. Swiftly, the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheathe glimmering northern steel. It's the man from Heimdall and his valiant blood brother.
I say, whoa,
Tyribald.
I did not see that coming.
In an instant, the Nachtherra summon a horde of gibbering orcanoids who rush our heroes. The hall fills with the clang of blades and the screams of the dying as the floor goes slick with steaming orcanoid viscera. Oh, for fuck's sake. When the din of battle settles, only the man from Heimdall and Tyribald remain standing. Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul Nachtherra. The man from Heimdall's soda-like blue eyes fill with indescribable fury. For the Northlands, he cries, rushing headlong into a desperate melee.
Cut him up, Dollar Man.
He probably is, but you can't be sure, because this one ends in a cliffhanger and a footnote saying, to be continued in. Considering the sheer amount of different Heimdallaman books out there, it's very unlikely you're ever
Damn.
gonna find the sequel. The man from Heimdall.
All right, well, we've read that book. Let's go to the bookstore. Spend some of this cash. Oh, shit. It's doing that, which is a little alarming. Quick save. Do, 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 do. Let's look at the books upstairs. I want to look at the occult books. I think it was on this shelf. Maybe over here, actually.
This bookstore is not
Yeah.
strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a
What
wide
medicinal
range
purposes of the pale?
Indeed. Something, well, I hope it contains...
What else do we have?
Shelves full of biographies of famous people who have
Greatest innocence doesn't appeal. This.
shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine
Let's try this.
detective.
Who is Dick Mullen? Although, let's check out reaction speed clothing. I know I have some. Maybe. Could have sworn. Reaction speed. I want to get these back on. Alright, maybe not. Oh, there we go. Okay. Give this a go.
Shelves filled to the brim with
Oh,
crime
nice.
novels featuring your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
We're just getting into books
A
right
worn
now.
paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend. Could it be the
Why does it speak
motifs
to
of
me?
unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
That's probably right.
Then this is the book for you.
Alright, I want the Dick Mullen novel.
Of course. Such violence.
Okay, well, let's read the Dick Mullen novel.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
Same in the cover.
Features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol to his chest. Rising up behind him are two silhouettes wrapped in a passionate embrace. The tagline reads, Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered. Needless to say, it violates nearly every RCM regulation for a detective to investigate a murder in which he is a suspect.
Makes
Are
sense.
you really reading that, detective?
Really need to know who this Dick Mullen guy is.
Good luck finding it. He's not much of a character, I think you'll find. Just a stand-in for the reader.
The point is for the reader to feel like they're solving the crime along with Dick Mullen. A crude narrative convention, but no less effective for it.
Upchuck. Upchuck's a... I feel like I don't mind Upchuck because it's kind of a silly one. I wait for the novelization of my DE streams. You can read about my reading, about him reading these books. Exactly.
The story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old
Classic.
friend. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from Vesper to a small town along the Insulindian coast. It's an extremely unprofessional and hurtful stereotype that's offensive to all upstanding officers of the law.
I say, look, I can't judge.
2 days later, Mullen is arrested by the Vesper police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullen learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullen dropped him off in by a man desperate to clear his name. Mullen manages to convince the Vesper police to release him for 3 days so that Mullen may solve his friend's murder. And
Cops
prove
release
his
the
innocence.
prime murder suspect so you can find the real killer? Are you shitting me?
What's the matter, detective?
I don't know who's writing this shit, but I get the feeling they aren't experts on homicide investigations.
The lieutenant shrugs, resigned to the idea that his profession will rarely, if ever, be accurately represented in art and literature. They're not shitting you, detective. This is what the writers think passes for police
Okay, so Mullen didn't do it.
Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullen returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman. Deneuve reveals that she was Spillane's lover and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullen begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel.
Continue.
Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead.
Tell me about the corrupt police captain. Want to hear about the politician's son? Sure. Corrupt, well... His son of a powerful politician, strung out art collector. What was that about an art collector?
Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone. That said, Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullen discovers that Torvald was once involved with Deanna Deneuve.
Tell me about the corrupt police captain.
Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that he would certainly have the motive and the means. But the captain walks with a noticeable limp from a typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head. He does bear a personal grudge against Spillane, though. The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullen's manly build, but he is the correct height. And while interrogating him at his home, Mullen did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own.
All right, let's get on.
One evening, Deanna Deneuve comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka. Yes, comfort and pleasure. The warmth of another human's touch. Well, that testimony won't be admissible any longer.
How does Mullen accept to solve the murder if he's sleeping with a witness?
The man's a prosecutor's nightmare. Solving a murder counts for nothing if all the evidence gets thrown out in court over police misconduct. That's just Dick Mullen's modus operandi.
I say nice. Get it, Mullens.
As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Deanna Deneuve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you. I love you." Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly. When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is dead in the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood. Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body. Fleeing a crime scene, destroying evidence. Even if Detective Mullen didn't commit the murder, he should be facing years behind bars. Dick Mullen won't be sent to the clink for the sake of some legal niceties. The heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Can you solve the case before the cops close in?
Got some questions. I don't think I can.
What is it, Detective?
Why does everyone close to Dick Mullen wind up dead?
It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why
Why did Dick Mullen become a detective in the first place?
There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective.
Was I not born to be a detective?
For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. A collection of brittle, cheaply printed pages held together by glue made from the hooves of horses. From nowhere, you hear the screech of sneakers on a waxed floor, and you feel the burn of rope against your hands. Are these figments of some other life? You won't find the answers you're looking for here. In other words,
why bother solving crimes when the world is so evil?
Is it really so evil, Detective?
Maybe not. Parts we're saving.
Like what?
Pleasure of contemplating art.
You don't know how you know, but you can feel this book laughing at you. You think contemplating art is going to save you?
Yeah, I'm a goddamn art cop.
Whatever you say, art cop. The book has stopped laughing, but you can feel it grinning smugly at you.
F you, book.
You know you look like a madman, right? Giving an inanimate object the finger like that.
What's the matter, Detective?
Book is making fun of my sincerest beliefs.
Then perhaps you should stop reading it.
No, Kim.
But you can't stop, can you?
All right.
You've got
Don't
to
have more
find
questions.
out
I
what
figured it all
happens.
out. I haven't.
So, who did it, Detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve?
Oh, I don't know. Let's... Okay, well, I can't reread the old parts. Kind of want to think it's the art collector. That's just the feeling. The twat son has the coat, though. But I would say the art collector.
Could be. Who knows? Only one
Finish
way
the
to find
book.
out. You begin furiously flipping through pages. Even as you know these books follow a series of well-worn tropes, you find yourself completely engrossed. You try to grab the pages as they come loose, but your
No.
fingers aren't quick enough. Dozens of pages scatter across the floor. The last fifth or so of the book seems to have been lost. It's possible that you could gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take
Say,
way too
God,
long.
now I'll never
Too
know.
bad, detective. If it's any consolation, the resolution is almost never very satisfying.
I remember reading this book, but I think I had very different skills. This is good stuff between Spirit de Corps and Authority. That's fun. It
And
is fun
on
to
that
think
note, perhaps we should get back to making sense of our own
the
game.
way you play the game, or like the way you've built your character will affect sort of reading these books and that kind of thing.
Last year, more than 71% of murders in Rivershot went unsolved. In your hand, you hold
Alright,
4/5 of Dick Mullen and the mistaken
Sure, if I
identity.
had good physicality, I could pick up the freaking pieces, but that's fine. I guess should we read about the pail?
Medicinal purposes. Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections
It's
on
a
the general benefits of the
pharmacopoeia.
plant. You come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of
It is by design a lot of
clinical
writing
trials,
you will miss out depending
readers
on what
will
your build
find
is. That's
assembled
cool.
here the timeless wisdom
I
relied
went with
upon
like a
by
smart empathy
generations
cop,
of
but I'm
traditional
curious what it's like
Seolite
people who do
medicine
like a brawny
practitioners,
cop.
Mesk mystics, and Ilmaran folk doctors. It's all quackery, in other words. Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you. It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the pail.
Restoring lost
There are a
memories?
number of Seolite tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory. but
Soothe any
nothing
relentless
that speaks-
torment?
What you're describing is booze. You
Anything
don't
about
need
curing
any
an
herbs for
apocalyptic
that.
hangover?
There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from
Alright, let's
the
see what we've got.
First, you need to choose a baked
Ginger
next,
root.
You'll need to combine the
Whiskey.
baked lastly.
Pomegranate.
The tincture you've invented sounds
I love that.
intriguing, but its medicinal value. Would you like to try again?
Let's try
Very
again.
well. First,
Ginger
next,
root.
You'll need to combine
Tea.
lastly.
Sugar.
You've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger.
No, that was
According
tea.
to the, would you like to try again?
Try
Very
again.
well.
Ginger.
Next, you'll need to combine
Tea.
lastly. Is there anything
Ginseng.
you've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger? Would
No.
you like to try again?
We're gonna
Very
keep
well.
going. Ginger.
Next, you'll need to combine the basic
Aloe
lastly.
vera.
Is there anything else?
Pomegranate.
You've created a delicious. Would you like to try again? Very well.
Ginger.
Next, you'll need to combine.
Aloe.
lastly, is there anything you've
Ginseng.
created a delicious? Would
This
you
is
like
annoying.
to
I'm not
try
choosing
again?
whiskey.
Very well.
Okay.
Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an
tea.
lastly.
Ginseng.
You've created a delicious tea. Would you like
What?
to
Why
try
is that
again?
always what
Very
it
well.
says? Okay, mint,
Next, you'll need to combine
aloe
lastly.
vera, sugar.
You've created a delicious tincture of would you like
Every
to try
time.
again?
All right, well, that's
You
fine.
close the book and find yourself
Okay. Is there? Do y'all know the right thing to do? Because they're all just saying I've made a thing of whiskey, which is not true at all. Well, let's save. Oops. Oh, good. We're almost there. We're almost there. Okay. 10. Is it time? Is it time? Okay. 10 p.m. Old Fish Market. Okay. 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 Here we go. I'm gonna change my pants. Okay. All roads lead to whiskey and ginger. Apparently. Alright. See you later, lady. Gotta go to meet up with somebody for a gun. Good killing time, everyone. Got some nice books read. Okay. Fishing village. Okay. Just save. Looking for an old lady.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Questions
What
about
more
Ruby?
do you want?
Okay,
Yes.
that's it. Where's this old lady I'm supposed to be talking to? Maybe here? No, I can't click on any aspect of it. Ugh. Let's Meet her near the old fish market at 10 and get your service weapon back. Just walk past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. Okay. Past the fishing village until you see the boardwalk. Okay. Okay, well. Am I doing it right?
A few locusts, poor thing.
Okay, well, I'm gonna... I don't feel like I'm going to the right place. Gun, gun, gun. That's what we're going for. Well, I'm gonna keep scouring the coast.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Poor
It's near the phone. Okay, thank you. Okay, pay phone it is. So really I should have been by the freaking church, but that's fine. Oh.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Wow. Okay.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right now!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back.
You come here without talking to him. Will you still see her?
Gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Gonna raise my hands.
The man appears to be pulling out an object from his pocket.
Fear under threat! Fear under threat! Superseding event. Split-second decision. Get on the ground. Get on the goddamn
I say, we just want
ground.
to talk to you.
Subject yourself to a full body cavity search. Prohibited materials concealed in nostrils.
In her mind, the cavity search is happening. As long as she's saying it. It appears the things she says are very real to her.
She only shows up because Everard arranges the meet. I figured, but it'd be cool if you could stumble on it.
Detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
You have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do.
I'm gonna say we can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon.
Officer in need of assistance! Suspect alert!
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Let's just talk, alright?
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot!
Big red key. That's code for the battering ram. What happened to make her like this?
The church, maybe?
Loneliness.
Oh, loneliness, okay.
Yes, sure. But also in a less abstract way. The neurodegenerative disease I mentioned earlier.
We say we're here to help. Tell us what's
The
wrong.
woman looks at you, but through you. Like you don't exist. Recent, self-inflicted.
This is the police! Unlawful engagement!
So this is what the weather's like on the other end of a cop's gun.
Here you, ma'am. Look, hands on the ground.
Fascinating. See? This is what happens when we are not around.
Okay. Identify yourself?
It's a goddamn police shitbag!
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs?
Are you on drugs?
Confiscated contraband!
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem.
You're not the police. We're the police.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed!
Okay. Oh, yeah, we're back up. This is me and my partner.
Oh, no. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth.
Aggravated assault, man down!
What's the situation, officer?
Law enforcement compromised. Impersonating a police officer.
Does she not believe you two are actually police officers?
I don't want to take out my badge. White rectangles. I kind of want to be like, what if I'm right? I am an imposter. I'm gonna say, look, white rectangles.
License and registration.
It's not a code, just disjointed words.
Alright, well, say doesn't look good.
We can't leave. A delirious civilian is pointing a firearm at us. Your firearm.
Well,
you need to solve this.
Alright, wish us luck.
She's frantic, confused, teetering under all that gear. There's an opening if you just move fast enough. If
Oh,
not,
I don't want to shoot
the
this lady.
lieutenant's got her in his sights.
Yes, he's a bad shot though.
Host Almighty, don't count on that.
Yeah.
You saw the Beano Cloud can't shoot for shit.
I know myself. I know I'm gonna fail.
Sure, you're you, but how do we end this? She's not
No
just
gun
a
is worth
leech.
this risk.
Confined quarters, assailant coming at me. Split-second decision. Ah, well.
Oh my god.
For a moment there.
I was 80% sure the gun is empty, and still the instinct almost took over.
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
She looks devastated. Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
I don't really want the gun, but I'll do it.
No one ever cares anymore. Why would they cheat me like this?
Alright, well that was intense.
Great gears are grinding to a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt.
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around.
You're not alone. We're all here.
The woman stands in front of you, motionless, unresponsive. In there she is alone, trapped in a world of blue and red lights. Her children and their children, if there were any, stopped coming when it got really bad.
What do you think is happening to her?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
Why was she like this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8. And loneliness.
Probably right. Loneliness.
Yeah. Looks like a bad case.
We just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
I say Titus sounds like the man for this job.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late, and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Please, leave the radio on.
Reflex to what? Being left alone? Exactly. With only the voice of Gareth Morand to accompany her on Channel 8.
Damn.
She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and flashes now. The woman stands slumped. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them? Do.
Pick up, confiscate the narcotics. Wink. I do kind of want the hat. I'm gonna shake her shoulder.
The old woman doesn't react to your touch.
I'm gonna take the cap.
She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Oh, is that yours?
It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours.
Say maybe. Probably. You know me.
It's your hat.
Alright, leave her be. What do I get from this one? Authority. Not really my jam. Alright. Let's go see the Hardy Boys. Boop. I'm gonna see the Hardy Boys, and then I'm gonna say goodbye to Kim and do my nighttime stuff. And then in the morning, we will go check out Ruby, hopefully. That's the goal and the plan. Okay, I should put my flashlight away. Oh.
The Copper-nado is back.
Alright, didn't mean to keep this out, but I will. What's that? Old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle
Oh, good.
this. I think she got some family in Kuron or something.
I know.
Bastards
The flashlight.
alone
I'm a
got
jerk.
Sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene.
Whatever you do, do not admit to these punks you lost your gun. You will suffer if you do.
I'm gonna say she had my gun.
You absolute fool.
You're fucking with me. Your gun. She had your fucking gun.
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pig's lost his gun.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. If you have any questions.
What's her name?
Auntie LaPlante. We always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Marianne Amiga LaPlante. You know, sometimes I like being silly cop, and we're gonna do that. And sometimes silly cop is also dumb cop, but you know.
Fuck you, pig.
Oh,
what the
sorry.
Easy, Al. Don't let him get to you.
Don't
I was
disrespect
just trying to
Mr.
goof.
Copper. She's good people. We all get a little crazy sometimes.
Who was she?
Was. Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago. The children kept her together.
How did she get like this?
Get wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, she... Shit. I don't actually know.
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
I can't but feel partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that poor woman latched onto. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
Whatever, Cole. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of our own.
Where'd she get all her cop gear?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Station 41. A man carries a crate of rusted, unused badges. You think these would net us something at the annual auction? A balding detective drags a comb futilely across his head. Shit, who'd want those? Just dump them into the river.
Thanks for helping out, Titus.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez.
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Interesting she didn't go through with the mission. Oh, me? Me going through the mission? Gonna take off now. Or go over a few things. Alright, well, that's it. Bye. We're gonna go back in there. I just wanted to get my gun and everything first. Okay, do I have a point? I do have a point. Okay, maybe I'll use that later. Okay. Let's do a quick save. I think I'm gonna say goodbye to Kim. Okay. Boom. No, you're not backseating, don't worry. I just wanted to get my gun, I wanted to clear up stuff, because that seemed like a big moving forward. Okay, good night, Kim.
Good night, officer.
Alright, we're gonna leave the shack. I'm gonna talk to what's-her-face. Hopefully she's still up. And then I also saw an achievement for bothering Kim after hours, so we are gonna knock on his door. Just to see what happens, because that seems fun, and like something my character would do. Oop. Okay, sad room. Yep, that makes sense. Someone watching behind a glass door, a woman. Okay.
Officer.
I found your buoy. It was empty. Just seawater.
Oh.
Did you take the documents?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them.
Knock knock. Kim forgot one thing. Love you. Exactly. Gotta kiss him on the forehead and tuck him in.
She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance.
Well, drama, I don't trust you. Perhaps the people are after you took it. I'll follow this under a theft of some kind.
Thank you, but actually, now that I think about it, you mentioned seawater. I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch mechanism. The documents were probably just washed away.
The words, washed away, sound distant and strange suddenly. Somewhere far away, a dog barks.
Why do I feel like you've won here?
I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't feel like I've won.
She smiles, a bitter little smile. She means it.
I'm gonna say you're right.
How well could it have turned out for me? I mean...
The rain falls on her shoulders.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for... I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment facility.
Let me see, something seems off about this theory I've developed about Ruby.
I don't know what to say. None of this is fortuitous for me.
What are you contained for then?
For my sins, of course. For destroying my first love.
That's it then, I guess.
She nods, slowly, carefully even. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes. Not malicious, but dangerous.
Alright, now that Kim isn't here, let's talk about Sunday night.
Yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer.
It's one of the first things I remember doing in Elysium.
Wow. Elysium. You don't hear that term often.
She's a glib girl, but she liked the wording.
Did you hear something Sunday night from my room?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not.
You mentioned loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
Okay.
Oh, that? Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Then, doesn't life get hard because we go on?
I'm gonna say, yeah, we go on all right.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing. Like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time, you were yelling along to it.
Oh, was I singing this?
Yes. There was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world.
What else?
That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we're alone
I wonder if they're
now.
equivalent of ABBA. I could see
It was
that.
difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
Then what
You
happened?
started screaming and trashed the place.
It's so me. Sure I was. I'm gonna say that's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Thank you.
No problem, sir.
Okay. Bye. Well, glad I talked to her. I can go try to join the reading group again. See if they're up. Talk to Kim, try to join the reading group, and then, oops, nope. Go to bed myself. And then wake up and go to the cave.
The lieutenant's door is closed. No response. What are you doing?
One more.
Still, no response. Where is he? Isn't it party o'clock? Is he not worried that you haven't found the murder weapon yet? Doesn't he want to go for a little drive? Anything to not face the hanged disco man yet.
Okay, one more.
You hear the sound of a drawer closing, followed by the shuffling of feet.
Yes. What is it? What time is it?
I'm gonna go for a midnight drive to clear our heads.
To clear our heads from what? Sleep?
Sleep is what he needs most right now.
Good night, Harry.
All right. Well, glad I asked. All right. Where's the freaking music? What's the music in here? What more do I need? I have my hat. I have my jacket. Can I call the precinct and let them know that I got my gun? I'm gonna do that. Oh, car's gone. Where does he park it? Alright, well, let's see about joining the reading group. I don't really care about them that much, but why not? Join the reading group. Go to bed. Bright and early, where I'll check out and see if Ruby's there. Lady, you gotta sweep more than just that one spot, okay? You're rubbing a hole under the floor. I'm gonna put on these clothings.
The gendarme returns. What do you need?
Let's try again.
What's there to be scared of? You've really been cracking the books these last few
That's
days.
actually true.
You can go toe to intellectual toe with any reading group in Martinez. You've spent a not inconsiderable amount of time arranging the works in your mental library by theme and period. All the ideas and references you'll need are ready at hand.
I got 2 points. That's great.
Now, chin up. You've got this.
It's just the group I'm looking for. When do we start?
Oh, you want to start now?
You've caught him off balance. The momentum is already in your favor.
Go ahead and take a seat. Since we haven't had time to prepare an exhaustive questionnaire, I think we can keep this interview more freeform. Why don't you tell us a bit about the books you're interested in? And we'll just see where the conversation goes.
I'm gonna say it's about finding the right thing for the right
We
moment.
prefer difficult books. Books that might destroy you.
That's enough, Uli. It's the gendarme's opinions we are interested in. But to Comrade Ulix's point, Isn't there value in reading really difficult books, just for the sheer challenge of it?
Say pure imagination.
Wait, you play Wirral?
And just like that, all trace of irony drains from his voice. This is a good start. They're starting to loosen up. You feel relaxed and in control. Soon, you're all animatedly debating the political subtext of character creation. Come on, let's really impress them. Overturn the race-class paradigm. The more esoteric, the better.
I'm just saying it's heavily implied that Welkin are the bourgeois of the Wirral setting.
I reject the race class paradigm.
Combining the best race with the worst race. Not sure about the skill progressions, but I bet the role-playing opportunities are wild.
The young man's companion says nothing, but the expression on his face reveals a begrudging respect for your experimental approach to character creation.
But seriously, the next campaign, you've got to be there. I need to see this hybrid in action.
These kids are eating out of
Nice.
your hand, practically. Another quarter of an hour disappears. The questions come rapid fire, but you have an answer for every one. Now you can sense things starting to slow down. The interview must be reaching an inflection point.
But now I'm curious. Do you think there's value in reading so-called practical nonfiction?
Can't say how reliable it is, but I did just read a book on pale-centric medicine. This is true.
Interesting. I always thought that stuff was common folk superstitions, repackaged as bourgeois spiritualism. But maybe I've been overly dismissive.
Now's your chance to end this interview on a high note.
I'm glad I read all those books.
You're
I've
debating whether
studied for this.
Decommodified spirituality is even possible under capitalism. Probably not, is the answer.
But in the end, I did learn how to make some restorative tea.
Sometimes still useful.
Mostly seems like a way to bilk desperate people for money when they don't have access to real healthcare. Then I don't really get what the whole pale thing. I'm gonna say, learn how to make some restorative tea.
Oh, sounds nice actually. Comrade Mazov himself preferred chamomile tea, as I'm sure you're aware. In any case, I think we've heard enough. We could use someone with your perspective in the group. With just a bit more theoretical foundation, I think you'll be making real contributions.
Neat.
Yes, I would say he's got serious potential at least.
Besides, it's inconceivable that we turn down a fellow Wirral enthusiast.
Nice.
And with that, welcome to the most ideologically advanced materialist reading group in Martinez. Here's your first assignment. It's an overview of inframaterialist theory. A little basic, as you'll see, but one has to start
take
somewhere.
the book.
Come back when you're done. We'll be here pretty much every night after 10 p.m. Do be sure to take your time with the reading.
Great. Honestly, maybe I'll just read it now.
The cover of this pocket-sized volume features a swirl of orange, yellow, and green. The title, A Brief Look at Inframaterialism, is set in an authoritative yet approachable serif font. What an interesting color palette. No. These are terrible colors. Apricots.
What?
On the inside jacket flap, you find a brief summary. What is inframaterialism? A highly theoretical branch of Mazovian communism, this brief look, TM, introduces readers to one of this century's most fascinating and misunderstood theories in a concise, jargon-free manner.
So far, so good.
You turn to the table of contents. The guide itself is divided into several sections with seemingly
The clock just stops
esoteric
progressing at some
titles
point,
like
but you can still read and
Effects
talk.
of
Oh, that's
Plasm
cool.
on root vegetables and mental projection.
Okay, well,
and
let's
known
read.
to
I don't
his
actually
numerous
care about
admirers
this
as the evangelist
as a
of the
player.
revolution. During his unparalleled
So,
life, he helped guide
it's
the
less
revolution,
interesting to me
and
than
yet,
the dick
his most
stuff.
fascinating
Alright,
contribution
starting the
to
first
it, if
chapter,
you're like
and then I
most
need the
people,
detective.
you probably believe that your thoughts reside
2 a.m.
in
is
your
the cutoff
brain,
for advancing time.
right?
Well, great.
That's not right at all. Thoughts don't exist in the brain. They float through the air. Your brain is but a fish swimming
I
through
say I have
them.
no idea where some of these thoughts come from.
This sounds more like a question for a psychiatrist. As Mazov's devoted comrade and leading theoretician, Nielsen was responsible for developing much of the intellectual foundation of communism. During his final years in exile, He produced, among other things, an early guide to home brewing, a true man of ideas. Equal, but one subject he returned to time and time again.
Do you die if you lose all your morale?
The fundamental relationship between thoughts and matter. We may yet discover, he wrote in his notebooks, that under certain exceptional circumstances, the proletariat's embrace of historical materialism.
I say, whoa!
Unfortunately, Nielsen passed away before
you don't die, but you do get a game over, okay?
Ideas into a full-fledged theory. Building on Nielsen's basic insight, these theorists reached a startling conclusion that a sufficiently revolutionary state might begin to exhibit certain extra-physical effects based on the amount of plasm generated.
It doesn't make any sense.
In fact, many of inframaterialism's critics, both inside. That's because this is absolute idiocy. No. There's something.
Hear about
here.
the extra physical stuff.
Inframaterialists divide the extra physical effects of the
my phone's blowing up.
State by the level of plasm required to achieve them. At the lowest, or first level, revolutionary plasm is believed to stimulate or invigorate matter without altering its essential properties.
Sounds like that business with the turnips. Sure.
Precisely, though plasm, it's also been postulated.
I say don't. It's embarrassing.
Of course. Oh yeah, we're talking. That's correct. Reports from the
okay, we're gonna
there's no
zoom through.
Hyperproductive vegetables, and on that note, of course you want to go deep. The book fits quite.
Keep reading.
Forward a few when a community at
I'm
this
studying.
Level, certain hyper-revolutionary.
Does this mean communists can read minds?
According to of course, it's become something of a folk legend.
That's probably not what
One
happened.
of the minor tragedies of the late revolutionary period is that few
communists with it when you're calling stuff you get superpowers. Okay.
Know of the communards' activities.
All right.
Because plasm, in other words. Why are you getting hung up?
There's no evidence.
On mechanisms?
How can the theory be true?
Most inframaterialists would. There you have it. Meaning, it's hard. This should be more than enough for us. You must.
All right, finish the book.
When a society's revolutionary,
cease to be laws.
More like suggestions. Of course, it's impossible. Some inframaterialists have even argued that it might require.
Wait, there are non-human sources of plasm.
Alone may be capable of producing.
Found to reaching third level.
In the SRV, but as of this
third level,
the form of among known attempts to channel.
I've got to know what it's about.
According to
did it work?
It's been, of course, colorful.
Okay.
Others have argued that people living in some of his later writings.
Meaning the buildings stay up because people believe they'll stay up? That seems like a bad theory to design buildings based on.
Something about that
Wait,
tower
but what if the people stop believing the buildings collapse?
Put it in the corner, a state that
might be too much, even for me.
People. That's all right. If you'd like to try something.
Okay. I've read the book. Hey fellas, I've got some thoughts.
You're back.
Let's talk.
Yes.
They're impressed that you dove right into the most advanced parts of the theory. Half an cool breeze coming.
But if it's true that this individual possesses so much capital that light literally bends around him, then that must mean...
Capital produces its own form of plasma.
In no sense of capital.
You've accrued a modest account balance over the last few days. Now the breeze has subsided.
Well, on that note, I think we can call it an evening.
No, wait. Can this really be the end?
Yes. One of our better discussions lately.
That's it?
What do you mean, is that it? You've done the reading.
What if I have more questions?
Well, you could always ask.
You probably won't get a better...
But it's getting late. So maybe pick the most
important question. Ask the most important question about communism.
All right, here we go.
Oh, I failed
We're devoting all your available... Maybe.
Something better.
No. This was supposed to take your mind.
Keep it to myself.
It's too late. Already, the young man gives
See,
you a
that sucks.
No, somehow.
Yes. What makes you ask that question above any other?
I don't know. It's just what my brain wanted me to say.
That's because your brain is floating. You ask that question because you're still under... That's what ideology is. It's like there are these invisible forces
Is it even possible to imagine a world without ideology?
Of course it's possible. Do you know the story of Dobrova and Abadanais?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The so-called revolutionary lovers. Yulia Dobrova came from Grad. Jean Abadanais was born in Reversal.
What became of them, though? There seems to be a blank paragraph in the history books.
It's from them we get the notion of dual leadership, the Decomptage, Revishol's truly great contribution to revolution, we thought.
What happened to
They died
them?
on their own terms, like real revolutionaries. There's a lot to say for that.
What does this question say about me?
His companion nods, but offers no further solace.
Okay. You take some time to think about
The
this.
young man nods, but says nothing. He's lost in his own thoughts. Of course, the matchboxes. You'd very nearly forgotten to ask about.
So you really did read all the way to the end.
Saying it out loud makes him realize how foolish it sounds.
It was just a little informal experiment.
We should try
reason to
again,
take it-
all of
The
us.
young man looks at you.
What could it hurt? All right.
You know I
Please
love
give
a
me
little
another
thought
go.
experiment.
Before long, a modest tower begins to rise from the...
Easy, Uli.
It's holding.
For the moment, the higher the tower goes, the quieter the room seems to become.
I believe!
Aside from the occasional comment, the three of you are completely absorbed by the task.
Alright, you go next, Stepan.
The young man pushes back his shirt sleeves, revealing the pale flesh.
I say nothing.
Is it? It's... Ah! Shit!
Alrighty.
It's alright, Stepan. That was still very close. One of our best performances yet.
It's fine, Uli. That's enough parlor games for one night. We should clean up.
Alrighty then.
Yes, it's probably
Well,
time for you
guess
to
I'm
take your
off.
leave.
Wait a minute. If you don't mind, we wanted to get your opinion on something. A few little changes we've been
What
thinking
kind of
about.
changes?
Nothing too major, I think. We were talking potentially about relaxing some parts of our admissions process.
I'm gonna say it probably would help you to make people go through a whole interview just to join.
That's interesting.
I thought so too, but perhaps we overdid it. There was another thing. We were also debating putting up some posters around town.
Though some of us maintain that advertising is an unacceptably bourgeois tactic.
That's what makes it so beautiful. As a noted art cop, you definitely have an opinion on
Somebody
this.
said with murals himself, I support this plan. As something of an architect myself, I support this poster plan. Think of it this way, you're appropriating bourgeoisie methods for revolutionary ends.
Oh, I like that.
It does sound pretty cool when you describe it like that.
Plus,
Should have
I've got
talked
the
about
perfect
Cindy.
plate. Put some more coffee on.
Saw
Uli.
that after I clicked. Oh,
We've got a
good.
long night ahead of us. We should probably get Cindy in here too. Oh, and gendarme. One last thing. I've been thinking about what you asked before. Not that it's any of my business, but it sounds like this question is really tearing you up inside.
It is tearing you up. It's like there's a tiny, hateful beast shredding your very soul.
So, good luck.
Alright, well that was not so helpful. I have 3 points. What should I use them on? You know I love pumping them into empathy. Encyclopedia is useful. I'm gonna do one more into shivers. Do one into empathy and then I'll save one. Alright, fun. I'm glad I went through that storyline. Oh wait, I want to tell her I made the mural.
Hello again, officer.
Alright, well, I'll catch you later. Okay, let's go back to my little shack. And then go to sleep. Okay, travel. Ooh, fisherman checks. Fisherman checks. Okay. I can't tell if I see Ruby and then it's the end of the game. I feel like I'm getting close to the end. I'm going the wrong way. But it's hard to actually say for sure. You know?
getting cold.
Okay, let's go to sleep.
The bed is comforting.
Go to sleep.
The place feels almost like home now. Quiet and dignified around you. A new life by the seaside. You're incredibly tired. The darkness and warmth come fast.
Woo!
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea.
This respite, you've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it swallow you up and swivel you around.
Is this the last dream?
This is the one before that.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Thank you, darkness.
You're welcome, Harry.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings.
Go.
Okay. Well.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Well said. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all your hard work as the mod. Really means a lot. Couldn't have this channel without my mods. Y'all mean a lot. Okay. Off on our journey. I'm going to put my flashlight in my hand. I don't want to be gun cop, so we're not going to be gun cop. Good morning. Alright, well, let's go into the place. What do you say, everyone? It's time to progress the game forward. Are we ready? Will this go well? You may never know. Oops. Progress! I know it's loco, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta be a little loco. Okay, I'm gonna not run.
This isn't just glass. These are old computation components.
Computer components?
Yes, filament memories.
Why do they
the
do that?
time when
And
wires
why?
were cut. The how was a closely guarded secret. Something that was locked in safes in human heads across the river where the why is easy. Because they hadn't come up with modern silicon-based systems yet. For vitreous
Old cybernetics!
So it is. I think it is used to form a single system, slotted in the wall.
All that remains of failed R&D.
The rest of the building seems to have been picked clean.
Be part of the experiment?
These? No. These are old filament memories. I hope you're not expecting to find that device here. You will be disappointed.
Or you will find here.
Alright. Slow and steady. Nice and careful. Got the footprints going. Oops, didn't mean to run. I wanted to put the flashlight away. Element of surprise and all that, but we need to do a save. Just in case. What do we got? Oop. Feels strange. Great pipe. Ooh, hold on. Right. You know I love money. Okay, nothing over there.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Let's say don't cover them.
That's an awful decision.
Oops.
Why would you not want to shield yourself from It's
look.
an entirely new type of experience.
I'm sorry.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest.
Really now? Check this out.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static.
Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered,
I used my one heal.
I'm using a pale latitude compressor.
The explosion of static you're hearing, blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
I saw your equations, the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations.
Sounds like she knew someone who used to man one of those stations. But she won't tell you about her.
I think I know who she is.
You're one empathetic police officer to have guessed even.
That's fun. Yeah, I put a lot of points into empathy. I'm empathy cop.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
How do you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not the cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Okay, can you turn it down?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Turn this.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under the floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
Shouldn't rat you out, by the way, Isabel.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find to my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Preparing for the worst?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit. It was dark in the shack. The waves outside had calmed down. She looked at the loaded gun. Then she cracked the barrel open and took the bullet out. Not today.
Can I? I think I might level up my pain threshold while we're here. Okay. Good. Did you shoot Laylee?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
I'm gonna say when I threatened to arrest her, Classy broke.
Oh. Well, I guess I always knew she was a survivor above all else. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Titus took some convincing.
Oh, fuck. Took some convincing my ass. Those guys liked me, I know it. This is what happens to people whom people like.
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called the human can opener? It's not personal. I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me.
That did make her forgive them. A little.
I do it by asking questions.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Did you say that Laylee was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
You don't feel sympathy for the marks? It's hard work. Something more personal that you had against him? Perhaps his way with women? Did you feel protective of the Union? Let's say something more personal.
You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me. And definitely not a reason to off someone.
See her confident gaze, her toned arms. Yeah, she wouldn't have had much trouble in the intimacy department.
You don't feel sympathy?
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body count. Besides, they're paid well for what they do.
Do you feel protective?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me.
She didn't hate it, okay?
I have other questions.
I'm listening.
Do you have an alibi?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
There were 10 minutes they couldn't account for.
You mean the length of a toilet break? That wouldn't even have been enough time.
No one takes, I'm gonna say our investigation says 15 minutes is just enough time.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball much? There's a secret way from the first floor to the whirling to the roof.
Don't know it, but also, the shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a point there.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You have a gun.
And?
He's a front loader. Do you have another gun somewhere?
Sure don't.
A breech loader?
No.
Where did you get it?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
That doesn't sound like the
What
name
did
of a
you
real
think?
gun store.
That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
Do you collect guns? Maybe old rifles?
No, they're not practical. They break too often.
Can't quite tell what kind of gun is it. Other evidence?
Yeah, evidence.
Classy.
I considered her a good friend, yeah.
But you wanted to be more than friends?
Oh, so that's where you were going with
Said you wanted to run away with her.
That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Clausy was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Clausy only said they maybe kissed. Someone is lying here.
Classy said you only
If
kissed.
that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
Seriously, just move on.
Then what happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for her.
Classy said you got very angry when she started seeing Laylee.
Yeah, one time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
Despite everything, you helped her by staging the lynching?
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil.
Okay, I'll ask with the
It was
peeping.
a no-brainer. I'm not following your clever insinuations, Detective.
Just the hole in Classy's wall is pretty suspicious.
Look, I'm not aware of any hole in Claudia's wall. And if I had been, I would have told her to get it sealed. That's what friends do. Nope. Look, she has an effect on people. That je ne sais quoi that makes it impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away. But travel enough and you realize, for the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, she's not irreplaceable.
There are other things I ask about.
Go ahead. It's your...
Oh, Kim.
And mine too, he thinks. But keep on. This must be done.
Hanging on rooftops.
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Is that the only reason?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah.
What's so great about our antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies.
Okay, you sure you didn't shoot the merc from the roof?
Yes, I'm sure.
You're
And
running
anyway,
drugs.
As I said before, so, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
Trust Tommy?
That really comes as a blow to her.
I'm gonna say no, he didn't. I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
Beneath it, she's relieved Tommy didn't betray her.
You're a criminal. I can't trust anything you say.
That's your prerogative.
Okay. You had financial incentive to kill the merc.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer, for the union.
Oh no.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
But you're threatening us with
Based
it.
on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
Okay.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Who killed the merc if it wasn't you? I do want to do this, but she won't tell me anything after. Okay, who killed the merc?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him.
Those rings around her eyes. Her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
So you know I lost my badge and gun,
Who
then.
hasn't?
How do you know I found
You
my
know,
hat
I could
again,
still
though?
see him there, in Claus's room. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
What happened Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasia comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Boss said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But no such luck. She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
Classy said you seemed to have a plan prepared when you got there.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck. To fake lividity?
Claudia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
It's bad she'd be so calm.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Laylee herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried the lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent. Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Oh, come on.
In your chest.
What the fuck?
Pressure. It's spreading to your left.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm dead. Gotta do all of that again. That's so annoying, dude. Alright, well, back to doing the same bullshit. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm not thrilled by this turn of events, everyone. There's quite a bit of dialogue that I have to redo. But, since we're in the know, let's up my pain threshold and everything else. Can you survive this without more health stuff? Yeah, I guess I could go... I have money. So what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna go to the store and buy more health shit. That sucks. Not a fan. Put a point to endurance. Not a bad idea. I like having it in the pain threshold because that's what the other thing is for. I could put on pain threshold clothing. Should have some. This way. Okay. Anyway, not a fan of that turn of events. Like, I'm okay with, like, failing a skill check. I'm less okay with dying just because I died. Like, it just means I have to do everything over again. Alrighty. Let's go in front of the church so I can fast travel. Alright, Kim, we're gonna stock up on health. Okay? Come back when it snows. Okay. I shall. When is it gonna snow? Kind of want to press harder on Classy while we're here too. What do we got? Those aren't the flowers that we left for Classy. Okay.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Petite. Okay, here. I hope Saint.
Okay, thanks, lady. I'm gonna talk to Classy one more time. Just to really put some pressure on her. Be like, girl, you gotta weigh easy. I don't trust you. I also want to report my gun while we're here. Might as well. I'm also a little like, if I have to come back here and redo shit, I might as well get some other stuff done. Classy, I'm gonna shine this flashlight into your eyes, okay? Wish I could look at the shower. See if the, like, shower head was affected. Hello, Doc Feelbad.
Hello, officer. What brings you up
I
here
know
again?
dialogue arbitrarily heals sometimes, but yeah, I was hoping it would for that last thing. Let's get back to those lies I told you. I'm actually gonna, why do I feel like you've
really
won
don't
here?
know.
She smiles.
Turned out well for you, slipped past all suspicions.
Clearly, I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we?
The wet wind, heavy with brine and industrial pollution from the stacks nearby, ruffles her hair.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us.
And I
I've
will
been
not,
up here for...
not become a suspect.
Did I? Why do I still feel suspicion hanging over me then?
The lieutenant looks away, over the railing. He feels uncomfortable with this conversation. He doesn't know what to add.
That's it, I guess.
She nods, slowly,
Oh, hey, Vinny. Different Vinny, everyone. People are curious. Okay,
There is
continue.
suddenly a strange glint.
Get back to those lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety.
Talk about you and Ruby again.
She nods, then nervously.
That's all.
Okay.
Okay. Change the subject.
She slowly.
Bye. Okay. What was I gonna do? So we didn't really do a whole lot with Classy, except maybe press her on stuff that we didn't need to press her on, but that's fine. It's rare enough name just being the only one, yeah, fair enough. But 90% of the game at 1 HP for that reason. So you can heal up right from 0 when you take damage. My character is always barely clinging onto life and sanity. Honestly, that suits the game. That's definitely like a type of playthrough, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna report my gun. I found it. Found my gun.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Radio. This way located my pistol.
10-4, sir. Roger that. And very glad to hear it.
Alright.
I will make sure
Over.
Roger that.
Didn't feel like choosing, yeah, fair enough. A couple second delay where you can heal free die, yeah. I should have, I guess, last time. I don't think I had any healing stuff, though. I think I used all of it. I want to fast travel back. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to do. I'm gonna save. Oh, let me put on pain threshold stuff. That's what I needed, right? Pain threshold? Was it physical instrument? Pain threshold. There's more pain threshold, but I do like having so much empathy. I want to make sure I pass that legendary empathy check. Doesn't really matter so much, I guess, though. We'll be cozy. Yeah, that'll do. Pain threshold is +2. Okay, pretty good. Church! Alrighty, let's try this again. It's so annoying. We're gonna really blow through the dialogue, okay? A quick save. Kim, give me a hug before we go in, okay? We may not make it out alive. Just a heads up. I don't know how I know this, but she's got some kind of sound machine that's gonna scramble our brain. It's gonna hurt a lot, okay? But we can get through it. I don't know how I know this. It's just an intuition I have, let's say. A certain dream.
Suddenly, your entire
Alright, here we go.
is paralyzed. It's like a...
I know you can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to.
As she says the word, officer.
I'm gonna do don't cover them. That's what I did last time.
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
I'm gonna do you're gonna kill me. Look, if they're gonna kill, or if they're gonna make me die one playthrough, I'm gonna change what I'm saying a little bit.
Using a pale.
No, she did kill me, lady. Say your equations.
Saw my a pale signals are.
Sounds like she...
So precise at the upper.
She's been holed up in here.
How'd you get your hands on this thing?
Oh yeah. Way.
Have you experienced it? Will I say like this forever? That's all. Great talk. Who was killed?
Let's not.
So she thinks of you.
If you've got. God damn it, fine.
The gun she's carrying, well, just keep her. There's only. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions.
How'd you know we were coming?
The passages.
By hiding bullets in the floorboards?
Her tone is bitter.
Shouldn't rat you out.
So nice.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now.
You're preparing for the worst?
I was.
That's her admitting the bullet.
Did you shoot?
No. Who ratted me out, by the way?
When I threatened to arrest her, she broke.
She couldn't have known I was on the coast.
She told me. Took some convincing.
How the fuck did the rest of you get?
Can opener.
That did make her forgive.
Ask me questions.
A strong moral compass.
She said that Lily was likable. Sympathy.
People who don't come with
nothing more personal. Protective of the union. Other questions. Alibi.
Man, I was with the boys
15 minutes take a week.
And I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. Can't do either.
No one.
Some
I'm gonna say our investigation shows 15 minutes is just
ladder.
enough time.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please. Explain.
Secret way.
I don't know it. The shot could.
She has a.
That didn't go super well.
You have a gun.
And
where did you get it?
Trigger happy. What did you think? That I'm going
front
to
loader.
The breech load?
No.
Collect guns.
No, they're not practical. Yeah. Evident.
Classy.
I considered her a good friend. Yeah.
Want to be more than friends?
Oh, so that's a very.
The lieutenant.
Okay, fine. I was into her.
What happened?
She rejected. I knew that was.
No ill will there. It wasn't a problem for
I feel like I missed a check on that one. Okay, Class said you got very angry.
Yeah, I was a little worried to blow it out.
Despite everything you helped her?
The girl seemed terrible.
Beeping.
I'm not following your clever insinuations, detective.
I'm gonna say whole.
Nope. For the same reason that
other
she's
things.
Go ahead.
And mine too, you think?
Do you like hanging out on rooftops?
Oh, you
Is that the only reason?
Pretty bomb too.
What's so great about the antenna?
It's very powerful.
Sure.
Yes, I'm sure.
You're running drugs for the union.
That really comes as a blow to her.
He didn't. I found my own way in.
Beneath him, she's relieved.
You're a criminal.
That
financial incentive.
She delivered.
I got lucky.
There. It's going to be easy.
You're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you
Take
are.
a step back.
More questions.
Who killed if it wasn't you?
Those ring.
Who hasn't? He was still warm.
What happened?
All right. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady
you said something was wrong immediately.
No, she asked.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
Seemed to have a prepared.
What?
Her idea?
She asked me to help her drag him.
Bad should be so calm.
As I keep war. Fuck it. I'm not responsible.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
Yes.
Through the sudden shock pain in your fucking
Okay, here we go.
And why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Real name?
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape.
He's
Criminals
dangerous.
Is that a joke or a threat? I'm guessing both.
I lost my memory.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do to this Madre?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? And now...
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait,
wasn't a mischeck, it was dying? Huh?
She said you.
Well, no, there was like I feel like I had another dialogue option at one of the things that I didn't this time around, which is what makes me think I missed it, like a check. But when I came to town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
Who was in it?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff.
What else can you tell me?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman, The woman was the only one in uniform. That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally. Satellite Officer Vicmere looks out of the window grimly, then puts his coffee down and turns to Patrol Officer Minot. We can either take a room here in the Whirling or go home for today. Let's go home, Jean. Nothing's going to happen today, she responds quietly. Jean takes his blunt wig off. Call Heidelstein. He can give us a ride.
I think I know them. They're in Martinez.
Fantastic. I've got to get on the road. Then you can go find your friends.
You know about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
Communist hideout?
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. But I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain
Okay.
it's a little clearer.
Let's go.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell.
You okay, Kim?
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh, shit. I don't want to waste time. I'm gonna... Wish me luck.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options.
I guess I could have put a point somewhere. Oh well.
You know.
Maybe I can still talk her out of it? Oh, I could just be like, just walk away.
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario.
Okay,
in
just
which
walk
she
away.
lives. She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity, gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go.
Let's say you're not cornered.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
I'm gonna say, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I would have done the same had I not been incapacitated.
What if we just let the murderer
I have
go?
a feeling we didn't.
Yeah.
Her tent. We should check it out.
Okay. Let me get my empathy clothes back on. I'm worried I missed that empathy check. My favorite kind of check. Okay, Ruby's gone. Go to the tent. Oop. Well, let me save. I did use like 4 health checks on that, so. When you played, you didn't pass the rhetoric check. Oh, man. How will she know we're empathy cop? Exactly. Cooking utensils. Porridge with bananas.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out.
Look inside.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes.
Shine your flashlight.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover.
See anything?
Magazines?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material
Ooh,
Science.
notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately.
Oh yeah, great plan.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry
Same in
it
the
around.
cover.
It's made of full-grain leather. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste. and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously.
Strap.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages
Study
have
handwriting.
the large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have
Whenever
been
I go to
crossed
Ralph's,
out
I put my empathy
with tiny
clothes on.
corrections scrawled
I was just talking to someone about why Ralph's are always the most chaotic grocery store. This is a kind of a very LA conversation, but those who know. Ralph's are always like loco every time. Okay, let's flip through the pages.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
Logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior
Oh my God,
sergeant
a fight
at my
going
station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish.
Diagrams?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor.
Personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. Staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal.
How far back?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out.
Lily.
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre.
Read entry from March 9th first.
Is meant great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this.
Look at
Listen,
me.
Whatever you may look like, you don't feel like a hired assassin. Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. Did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. The entry ends abruptly.
Most recent entry.
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder.
I gotta do
Of
one into
that,
empathy.
Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road.
It looks like she might have been framed.
That would be a first, or a fourth. But who's counting, he thinks. Very rarely does anyone actually get framed.
If she didn't do it, then maybe it's a good idea that we didn't catch her.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Am I really a La Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He truly does not believe you are. His trust is well placed. You aren't. You can feel.
And who do you think killed the Merc?
Cassia was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or...
No one heard the shot.
Maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on her. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling and rags.
Alright, let's get to it. I'm gonna call my station. I dare to ask the scary questions. I wish we took some of her books, I'm gonna be real with you. You know, I love a good book. I'm in a book club now, so it only makes sense that I'd be reading books and taking them from people's tents. Yeah. I love to read. Speaking of book clubs, I did read Woman Eating. Need to talk about it in our Discord. I liked it. I didn't love it. I wanted more to happen. And I wanted the end to conclude more in a way that's more satisfying. Those are my thoughts on woman eating. Okay. Well, let's fast travel to the whirling in rags and come back here if it snows. Also safe. Love a 2-word book title with a comma. Honestly, yeah. The vibe. What? Not gonna let me fast travel? Why? Why can't I fast travel? Dude, what? Oh, it's not gonna let me fast travel anymore? Game different now? Alright. Maybe they want me to see something. Let's check out these fast mids. I know the buggies are gonna be dead, but gotta check.
The trap is full of locusts. Poor thing.
Okay. Disco comma elysium? Yeah. Comma really does add a little spice. Oop, what do we got? What do we got?
Now, it is time.
For what?
Crisis. Death. You can feel it in your blue soul.
What am I supposed to
Be
do?
prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand.
A gun?
Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pockets.
I'm not sure I feel ready.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Okay. Oh. Quick save. I want to talk to my precinct.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Girl Interrupted. Oh, I
pull
haven't
out
read that book in
tools,
ages.
and the soft
I
glow
think I
of
read
the
it.
fuel preheater gauge.
Radio.
This is Precinct 57.
Like me.
Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Am I corrupted?
10-4, sir. Well, there's been some talk, sir.
What does that mean?
I only meant that there's been some talk in the station, that's all. But there's always some talk in the station. But then again, some of us truly are on the take. It's
Personal
unfortunate.
details.
10-4, sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative to request for personal information.
Understood.
10-4. Anything else? Roger
That's
that.
it. Alright. Is it bugged? Oh, I'm supposed to be locked into the situation. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. I'm gonna save in a new save spot. Just in case. Alright, well.
I'm all out of shit
Okay, here we
to
go.
give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Shut up. You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate.
I have a
His
skill
fingers
point.
reach for the butt of his sidearm.
I don't know what to put it into. I'll leave it for now.
There's
Oops.
something very wrong with him.
Oh, he's dangerous.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You
All right,
can
well,
just return
it's a-
to your unit and forget all about this.
Doesn't look very good, but that's fine. Okay, there we go. Is that gonna help? Nope.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and
Who the hell is this
humiliated
lady?
commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement.
Yeah, I really don't want to be looking at any of this, so this is actually good.
He is facing overwhelmingly superior firepower, and he knows it. Peaceful. Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant is
That's something I could have gotten, or
his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Big one is the mercenary at the gate.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
Oh, jeez.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
We're out of time. This is...
The mercenary tribunal.
Walk away?
No. We have to step in. This is not going to end well if we don't.
Alright, here we go. I know I don't look like it, but I am technically a cop.
Lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
I think he's calmed down a bit.
Pig fuck!
Say, easy now.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between these men. No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it
I'm
comes
gonna
to
get
that.
rhetoric.
Make him talk. Present an argument. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out. Peace. Always peace.
Okay, I guess I could have.
It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea
This is
you
low,
have.
but that's
Move
good.
down from that. Please.
Think of an argument. I'm gonna say... Talk about the hanged man. I'm gonna talk about him. It gets confirmed when you leave. It's always, yeah. You don't have to actually confirm. We're gonna try this. Let's talk about the hanged man, and then, well, I can think of an argument. But you know I like empathy, and suggestion feels empathetic. We're gonna give it a try.
Dangerous.
Oh, thank God.
Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Who are you, Cordy?
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
Okay.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click. Softly, click, click, click. The realization comes to you, like a picture puzzle coming together.
Alright.
His name is Raoul Cortiner.
Oh, shit.
The dead man's name is Elise Cortiner. He's brothers with the deceased. No, probably foster brothers. Elise was put into a foster home, remember?
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer. We're all sentenced to death by lead.
I'm gonna say I know that
He
name.
sways from left to right, inspecting you.
I'm sorry about your brother.
He wasn't my fucking brother. We just grew up on the same farm and got beat into place by the same sick fuck.
I'm gonna say you were foster brothers.
You don't know shit.
You lost him.
Oh, shit.
Quick.
Parents left him in a leaf compactor.
Lady.
Yes, when he was small, just
We
an infant.
researched him. We contacted the ICP and looked at his birth records. That was in there. And other things.
They fucking put Laylee in a leaf compactor, and now these cunts finished the job.
There's real anguish in his voice. A drunken sadness suddenly engulfs him. Memories.
It's a mindfuck, Corty. He wasn't put in a leaf compactor. They're making it up to fuck with us. Major, permission to.
Open fire. We can't have that. Interfere now.
Let's say everyone says good things about him. He was a talker.
What do you mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives, share leaflets, squeeze a bit of kit tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be. If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, Clay Monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major.
He had blue eyes.
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man. It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloths.
Okay, conclude.
Find his killer. Cop. His killer stands right there, shitting his pants, and you're standing in the way. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here. Today.
Big talk, but that leaf compactor won't leave his mind anytime soon. It's a small thing, but it got him off center.
I'm gonna do rhetoric.
Alright, here we go. This is an illegal tribunal. Krenner would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Take your pick. You only have time for one argument. Choose wisely.
Just to be clear, you are officially in charge of this unit after the death of your colonel. Krenel does not give you the right to conduct a tribunal. You were called Downwell once. What happened? Gulp and say nothing. The legal tribunal. This is a challenging one, so I want to listen to this. Never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? Okay, this is the legal tribunal. Krenel would never sanction this. Who's the commanding officer? I'm going to say Krenel does not give you the right. Or, just to be clear, you're in charge of this unit after the death of your colonel. I might do that one. Because it's less combative. And, like, I feel like I'm sort of making him feel good about his own authority. And we can work from there.
Me? I fucking told you. I'm a Crenel Major with 15 years of live combat experience. When my colonel gets hanged by clay monkeys, I lead the platoon on a retaliation
So
spree.
you're the highest ranking of the three of you.
Nah, I just have the biggest gun.
Say leader of the group, reconsider your actions.
You're right. But you see, I want it to end in bloodshed.
Okay, it's not much. But he's thinking about something else. And his hand is off the gun. This did something.
Not gangbusters, but alright.
Easy now. Tell them these men didn't do it. There's a peaceful way out.
I'm gonna say they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did?
It was me, see? I want to say it was me. Because, quite frankly, that would make the most sense, right? Like, half the time, it feels like me. But also, I don't know. This is my theory the whole time. To say it was me. I kind of want to go for it. Shall we do a YOLO? If I'm wrong and this just like ruins the whole playthrough, that's gonna be really annoying. I did save right before this though, so we can always pop back in, but I'd rather not. But it was me.
Wait, he didn't.
I'm gonna say amnesiac cop. I probably did and can't even remember I did.
This is funny.
Oops.
What if I just shot one of your pals here for fun? Huh? How about the kid?
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't decide who...
Okay, let's think.
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him, all together. Titus said we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud, in a public place.
Let's say he was shot, he wasn't hanged.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
The hanging was only a cover-up.
Fucking liar.
Oh, shit.
The shot rings in your ears, a low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
Oh boy.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now. What topic? Shots have been fired. Act before it's too late. This was a close call.
Let's say, where's Classy?
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs. Where is she?
She left!
Kurt, what the hell are you doing here? What do you mean she left?
She left! Her room's cleaned out!
We should have arrested her.
Damn.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over.
Yeah, we should have.
In the moment.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
She's gone. Forget about it now. Concentrate on this.
You're all drunk.
Yes. So what?
Your judgment is impaired. You'll regret this.
Nah. I'm clear as day.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
Okay. Who's that?
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer. Owen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
The killer?
The gunner. The raddest. The killer. What do you think he does?
There, on the rim of Owen Cloven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21.
Count the figures.
About 50 little stick figures. These men served in Seminine, the native islanders.
Yeesh. This... Oh, I don't know, I guess so.
That's right.
Oh, jeez.
Plenty of
T, let's fucking do it.
T.
Easy. Easy now.
Oh, boy. I don't think I want to try this. I don't want to say the Wild Pines rep doesn't approve of this, because it doesn't... I don't know. We'll say it anyway. I don't want to shoot him. Making a belief compactor.
You think I care what that company cut?
He isn't just boasting. He really doesn't care. Back out of this now, or it'll get bad.
Okay, so it's legendary, so I'm gonna say... Let me just say one thing.
Fucking waste this fuck!
Oh! Should I go for it? Chat, what do you think? Should I take a very bad thing and try and do it? Or just stand there quietly? Doesn't feel good either. I don't want to shoot anyone. You know? I think you should decide, ugh, fine. No, it's more fun to get other people's opinions too. I don't necessarily have to go with it. I might stand here quietly. Like, I have a third of a chance of doing it, but... What would Empathy Cop do? It'd stand quietly. No, you can't change gear during combo. But that would be amazing if we just had a full outfit change suddenly. I feel like the check will potentially avoid violence. I hope so, but... I also think if I bungle it, I don't know, it makes me nervous. stand here quietly. We're gonna do it. I think that's a fair question. What would Empathy Cop do? I don't think we would shoot someone.
What's the matter, loincloth? Mouthful of dick.
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
I'm gonna say... did my best. There's more time to solve the murder. Say kill me, you never find out who killed your colonel.
Rude. Kill him.
Oh, shit.
The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly. An Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you.
Blink. Think.
You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it, his eyes in the slit of the helmet. Is there anything we could use to protect this frail body? He's drunk. Drunk fighters overcorrect. Move right, he aims further right. Get him to overshoot.
Kim, where's Kim?
From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out.
Okay, I'm gonna dodge it. Wish us luck.
The shot rings
Shit.
and you stumble. Something violently tugs at your shoulder, pushing you backwards with incredible force.
Okay, well, I'm missing one. That's fine.
A volcano of burning pain erupts from your left shoulder. The pain flows over your entire body like an awful shock.
God, please.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet. An extremely difficult shot. He has to. The rifleman will fire at you again.
Empathy. I love getting a formidable empathy check.
Then, 2 shots ring and you hear a scream. But you're too hurt to see who got hit.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Oh God, watch out. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger.
I'm gonna look him in the eye.
A look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He is evil, and the end. Here it comes. Death.
Well, let's give it a try. Guess I should have let it happen. Okay.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs.
Listen through the darkness and the pain.
The Hardy Boys are yelling. Someone is running, jumping over you. In the background, you hear gunfire shatter glass, and then a man in pain. A familiar sound.
Is it me?
It's Titus
Oh,
with
no.
a splat like meat. You hear bullets rip into him. He's not gonna make it.
Open my eyes.
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain.
You're bleeding out.
What? I remember everything. I'm gonna say sorry.
Yes, keep talking. Stay awake. Look at me.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. A shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound.
No,
with
Kim.
both hands. No, you scream. Behind you, there is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion.
Did I save him?
You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure, too, is gone. And so is Kim. And
this is death. One more door, baby. One more
No!
door.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper.
Perfect victory took all the bullets for Kim. I mean, honestly, yeah, worth it.
He's not taking it.
No, if Kim got shot at all, I would be upset.
Taking it. Oh God, no! He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting.
Am I like in the hospital?
Moaning in his sleep and rotting.
Or maybe
and
not.
Being disinfected and smelling of drugs and feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in
See, I think I survived.
painkillers, thrashing in his wound sleep.
he can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a caprice Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket.
Oh.
It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
Kim!
Sunrise, Arabellon.
What? Experience. Alright, can I level up? Wow. Do we get to keep solving the murder? I'm so happy I saved Kim. Or maybe not. Maybe this is a dream. Freshly clean broom, paint above his head like a halo, face covered in bruises. Piss jacket? What? I'm gonna say, what happened?
What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. They did. The Major gave the command.
What happened then?
As retaliation, the rifleman
Oh
shot
yeah, my
him.
empathy is
Mrs.
loco.
Carabine. I was looking for a clear line of sight. When I found it, I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital yesterday. Alain and the young musician, I forget his name, are
Tommy, I
all
think?
that's left.
Titus is dead?
Yes. You were bleeding out by then. You warned me. I was able to disarm Cortana before he got the jump on me.
Thank you. Although
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed the bull, though. And that's what happened.
Which one's DePaul? Is that the woman? Titus is dead?
Yes.
And the
He's in a
Major?
private hospital across the river. Crenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured. We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage.
How many casualties on the Union side?
5. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, Angus. The fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Titus. This is the one.
And that's...
All.
An absolute disaster.
Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success.
6?
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized.
I want to see the best endings.
And we are still alive. both of us.
Crazy honking outside. I don't know if y'all heard it.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
I'm so happy that we both survived. Kim especially.
His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has medicinal purposes.
Say ouch.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Fair enough.
Dramamine. Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad.
The room is clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water.
Piss jacket? What are you talking about?
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
I don't think he was ever wearing a piss jacket. Why do I have this dialogue and I could have put him in the piss jacket? The hell?
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices.
Well, that's annoying.
He's done with the jacket.
I guess I could have had him wear a jacket. What did you say? It's bugged. You can, like, legendarily convince him to put on the piss jacket. That's so funny. What did you say? Sunrise?
Sunrise parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
My gun, it's engraved on it.
Cops like it.
Is it war today?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say.
You can get both jackets. Well, that's fun.
I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
I say, good.
Yes, we have also completely failed. But that's okay.
How bad am I hurt?
Pretty bad, officer. You've suffered 2 wounds. The first is below your shoulder. The bullet passed through your shoulder blade, luckily missing your lung and heart. The second shot hit you in the thigh, the left quadriceps.
2 words.
No major arteries were nicked, but the bullet had to be removed. Bacterial infection was treated with mercurochrome.
Can I walk?
We will see.
Oh.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
Sure. I'll
Good.
say it.
You'll need to be. Whatever that is.
Has anyone from my station been to see me?
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky. Back to that shithole, he says.
They don't care about me at all. I say, isn't that strange?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
Odd, you haven't seen any, have
I'm
you?
sure they're worried about you.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, wouldn't they be here?
They're so worried about me. Where are they? Okay, well, at my station who treated me. You know it's Kim.
I did.
Thank
No
you.
need.
Are you hurt?
Not very. I have a concussion from the major beating me with the butt of his gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming.
All right, let's try to get up. Let's get these legs a moving.
Easy now. How are you?
Let's say.
The lieutenant looks at you, teetering on your feet.
What happens now?
I honestly don't know.
I don't know either.
We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too.
Joyce is gone?
Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death squad. Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Claudia too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Who did it then? Who killed the hanged man?
I don't know. I think your incredibly dangerous theory about you being the killer was incorrect, however. There is not one piece of evidence to support it.
Okay, well, I had fun thinking about it.
Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
What about the hole in the wall?
I don't know. That's been there for years.
Footprints?
Yes. God cursed the footprints, not solving the case for us. Au diable.
Antique bullet.
It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one, all completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless.
There's 28% possibility shot came from a distance.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
The flowers.
What?
They were on the roof.
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case.
He's wrong.
I'm gonna say, no, it is.
Okay.
There are all these old bunkers and weapons caches. Revolutionary era.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
Can't believe they're useless.
No need to be melodramatic.
Okay, well, that's what I like to do. I know what you know what I think about solving crimes? I'm gonna say it's because no.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
It's hard.
It really is very hard.
He sounds surprisingly weary. That concussion must be making him dizzy.
You're not ready to give up, are you?
No.
Good.
Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
A gust of wind blows in from the bay.
Why not?
Right.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one.
Okay, let me...
The fan stands still.
Place glass. Door's open. Oh, that's fun. Kim, can I go in your room? I'm not going to. Kim has treated me very well. I'm going to respect his privacy. I know, Kim is so sweet. Ouch, your leg hurts. Okay, I won't run. Left something on the table. Is it a note?
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
I want to believe her.
A gift.
What could this gift be?
I am not drawing my gun. Yet. But I don't like gifts.
Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
Seems she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
Okay. Oh, I need to save.
The medicine cabinet. Pity.
Please really clean this out.
She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing.
Okay, let's go upstairs. I'm curious how much, for those in the know, about how much game do we think we have left? Red thread of nylon leads out of the room and onto the roof. Is it sort of like angle of the shot, maybe? Tied to the antenna. Alright, well. An hour or two. Well, what do you say we finish it up? I mean, an hour or two. Couple hours. Okay, well, maybe not. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Oh, people saying 3+ hours.
Neon-lit shapes.
Oh my gosh.
A man and a woman.
Everyone's saying
Only
yes.
Now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna.
We'll do this part at least.
To the cupboard.
3 or so. Okay, that sounds like a full stream left. I like to go slowly, I will say. Still have some big combos. Okay, so how about we say we play for like another hour, and then maybe tomorrow I'll come back. I was like, maybe I won't do Thursdays. We'll see about my schedule. Giving it more time. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, then we're going to keep going. Because this seems juicy. Okay, I'm returning to the scene of the crime, so to speak. Also, I brought over a pizza Lunchable, so I will be doing both making and eating a pizza Lunchable and playing the game.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
If you fail to warm Kimmy, goes to the hospital and you get Kuno as your partner. Is this real? Krampus, is this real? I assume you just do it alone.
It suggests the bullet came
Yes,
from
that's
the
real. Oh my
extreme
god.
upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof, B triple prime. The island in the bay.
Worst possible outcome. I agree. Trying to tell us a shot came from the islet.
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
There are ruins on that islet, a sunken sea fort. Saw it, the coin-operated viewer.
I remember.
How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
I guess so.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
Kuna goes to bat for you? That's fun.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
I'm gonna say, of course we don't trust her.
I don't know. At this point...
What difference does it make?
Yeah. I should have said I just don't know. That was my first instinct. But she's burned me too many times. I'm gonna say this is also the only point of origin we haven't ruled out yet.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
Seem unenthusiastic.
I just haven't gotten a lot of sleep these past few days.
That's fair.
He doesn't really believe this will yield anything.
Well, maybe go to the island. Oh.
There, across the grey water, amidst crumbling concrete, a birch tree, and the half-sunken ruins of a flak tower.
Over an anti-aircraft gun are the ruins of one on the island from the coin-operated viewer.
Could be the makings of a sniper's nest.
I'm going to the island. Are you in?
Of course, of course. I mean, how do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone.
Lily and the net picker.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
I have to check a text really quick. Okay, we're good. Just checking out what we have to do. Oh yeah, we got him back in. Alright, well, continuing on. Pizza Lunchable is not very fresh.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room?
I did.
I cleaned it for
Thank you.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. Defended may be putting it a bit generously, though. I had a great view of you doing nothing to stop those psychopaths. Then I crawled inside. Bullets started flying. Anyway.
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by, in the danger zone, so to say.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free.
Nice.
This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that.
Where'd everyone go? Ooh!
Funny 1 heart.
Beautiful. Funny Bunny 046. Thank you for the 6 months. I really appreciate it. Great Eiffel.
Oh, you know, people don't tend
emote.
to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
What happened to the man with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Okay, so I have to mention when it happened, you were right out there on the balcony.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a bad ass.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
Yeah, I guess you are. I hope this isn't me being, like, ironic. I want to be sincere.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
Cool.
He means it. It's not just boasting. It's something he discovered about himself, stepping onto that balcony.
Well, thanks.
No problem. They'll come back.
I agree. Okay. Oh, you're still here. Hey, dude.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Okay,
Bye-bye,
well,
Gendarme.
nothing new to say, I guess, after the shootout. Oh, it's a sad scene. Oh, not. Another good bit of writing you never saw. Really? Did I talk to the smoker's friend? The Sunday friend? Yes, I did.
Seeing
Didn't really
approach, the bruised man
lead
clenches his
much.
fists.
I don't know. I didn't get much out of it, I feel like.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon. Elaine, look. It's the cowardly cop.
Oh.
Huh? What?
He's very, very drunk.
Our condolences.
Yeah, I'm a communist. Part of the book club. Yeah. Say, is he okay?
Does he look like he's okay?
He does not. His
No.
unshaven face is almost grey, and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze. While still alive, he has abandoned his own body to decomposition.
How badly was he hurt?
He wasn't. That's the thing. Titus, Theo, Dennis, Angie, they're all gone. But he got away without a scratch.
There's nothing left. Nothing.
He has lost the will to
Aw.
live. It's survivor's guilt. He feels like he should have died with the others. He may kill himself if he doesn't find a new purpose, or else go on in this way. Not
Well-
dead, but not really living either.
I don't think I want to say any of these. I'm gonna say shit is tough. Seems a little mean, but
What?
all the people responsible for the deaths of your friends, just gonna leave it like that?
Sons of bitches.
Was this really the best idea? I guess you may have prolonged his existence a bit, if he can still remember this when he sobers up.
Give him some
If you
motivation.
think this will keep him from offing himself, I'll make sure to remind him.
Thanks, Eugene.
So far, I've just been pouring whiskey in him to keep him sedated.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys?
Titus.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy Boys? Look around you, man. This shit is done. There are no more Hardy Boys.
Just gonna go back to hauling containers?
No, man. I don't know. I guess the Union will still be policing the neighborhood, but who's gonna do it now?
I'm gonna say you.
Me? No, man. I'm not a leader. You know, Titus only recruited me because I play the guitar. Said the team could use the morale boost.
If any of them had leadership capacity beside Titus, it's him. Keep encouraging him.
I'm gonna say you can do it.
What? Fuck no. If I'd stay, we'd keep the name to honor Titus.
I'm gonna say that's a noble thought. You're gonna do all right. No one was born to lead.
Titus was, but thanks for the vote of confidence. If I don't stick around, it's all over.
Choices
So,
and your stats affect
I guess I
what
sorta
text you
have
see
to
so much
now.
that it's hard to catch it all. Yeah, that makes sense. I want to watch other
man.
people play. It's
You
been so
know-
hard not watching YouTube videos.
You got this. You got this.
I haven't got shit, Al.
There's something there. A germ of determination. He knows he has no choice but to rise to the occasion. This is not completely ludicrous. Him and Titus were the only detectives of the bunch. Titus more, but Eugene at least knew how to think along.
Classy?
Damn songbird of misery, that one.
And do you have any information on this songbird of misery?
God said she took off sometime before the firefight. That's all. Trying to remember if there was anything... Oh yeah, he said she seemed to be in a real hurry.
Never saw this whole Hardy Boys pep talk. It's different when more of them survive. That makes sense.
She's gone. Face it.
Yeah,
Take care, guys. I want to know, what's like the best case scenario? Is it just that you shoot the leader Merc and then that's it? Can you talk your way out of it?
Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Matinees owes you one.
That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You take care of yours.
A sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good. Luckily, it passes.
You could shoot him or attack him in a different way than Titus survives. Interesting. I'm trying my hardest not to run. Uh-oh. A door. One day I will be... Like, I will come back ready for you, I think is what this says.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil.
I'm fancy. Oui.
This was Cindy the Skull.
Cindy the Skull finally found the words for a masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
Heavy fuel
and
oil.
Blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
Oh, step back.
The fuel oil catches fire immediately with a low hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the lettering. Rain turns to vapor above the burning message, mingling with the black smoke.
Say nothing.
The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods silently. Then the fire falters. The flames warmed him too. Not at all in a bad way.
Nice.
Let's go to that island.
Yeah.
Slowly, the flames subside, the fuel burning out.
Sorry, I'm squeezing pizza sauce on my last little pizza. Okay, let's talk to Kuno. I want to talk to people. That was very rock and roll. Anyway, I'll probably play for like 45 minutes or so, an hour. Kuno, how are you doing, buddy?
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool.
Guess that's true.
Cool, cool, cool. That's very cool to Kuno. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno.
Feels good for some reason.
Alright, buddy. See you later.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you.
What?
Who knows?
Okay. Hey, kid. You're gonna be weird?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Okay, I almost died. You could be a little bit nice to me. Okay? I don't know what I should put points into. Guess we'll save that for later. Says it hurts to run. I think that's probably just a ruse, but I like sticking with the feeling of the game. We walk now. You know? I could go in here and talk to the dice maker. I don't think she'll necessarily say much interesting. Kid, do you have anything interesting to say?
Hello again, sir.
My book right before I got to the end. Do you know what happens?
Which book was it, sir?
Mistaken Identity.
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. I haven't read that one yet.
That's okay.
I wish I could help you.
See you around. It's a roleplay game. Gotta respect it. Yeah, you know. Well, I guess I'll just walk back over here. Do you have anything to say? Are you witness to this?
Mon Dieu! You set it on fire. What kind of a policeman are you?
I'm gonna say... Beacon of light in the dull shores of mediocrity.
Oh, well, thank you, officer.
Ask about the union? Alright, bye. Okay, actually we're gonna talk to Cindy, and then we're gonna go up the coast. Oh yeah, how did the combat sequence go? Yes, I chose not to try fighting. We talked to a lot of people. Yeah, I took a lot of hits. I warned Kim and he survived. A bunch of people died. The amount of ways that things can go differently is so interesting. I totally agree. No, this game is cool. Like, the amount of branching stuff and sort of specificity you can add to your cop character is very neat. Wait, Cindy. Oh, she's not here. Okay, well. Never mind then. I hope I can fast travel. This is so slow. Oh, I love being sorry cop. Played this game 3 times. Nice. What kind of cop were you? Or I guess you chose different cops. I'm sorry cop and art cop, and I think it really suits me. And empathy cop. I have the most empathy one could really have, I think. Yeah, narrow but dense is an interesting way to think about it. Okay. Should we, like, report any of this to precinct? Kind of want to know what he has to say. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. Hey, we met Ruby. She got away. Pop art cop? Oh, is that different?
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of.
Say,
Sort
hurts
of
like
alive?
hell.
Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense of finality to it. So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
Wasn't the local union muscle,
Hey,
by
that's
the
just
way.
what I heard. Old wives' tale. So, what next?
Still looking around.
Good luck with that, my man.
With the lady driver.
Okay.
Is it wise to share information about the case like this, sire? The lieutenant throws you a quick glance. What are you doing?
I'm gonna say I let her go. Shouldn't do anything.
Oof. Good on her. And good on you, too, my man. That's merciful. Downright merciful. You cops keep exercising that muscle, and people will be more willing to cooperate, you know.
Apocalypse cop. That's fun.
He's
Yeah, I shaved my beard off. Everybody hates that I shaved the beard off, but I don't mind. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, you know? I was hoping I would just trim up the beard, but I'm okay with the full shave.
That's enough sharing details about the investigation for one day.
Okay, well, that's all for now. I do like keep talking to people. I know I keep saying I'm gonna go to the coast, but it's fun to just see what people are up to. Do you remember what happened? Do you care?
Is
Nope.
this about...
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Danger comes with the lifestyle, right?
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is lung cancer or getting mauled by wildlife. It calls back to an older era where this was commonplace, though. You have a true boyadero heart.
Where is everyone?
Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out, for the time being.
You can't help me?
No, man. Not today.
He says it matter-of-factly.
What's gonna happen next?
Time will tell. I'll tell Evrak to drop by. I'm sure he'll be
I
glad.
feel like the epilogue conclusion is structured. They have a good excuse for why a lot of things are closed off and people are hiding. Yeah, that's true. What will you be doing now?
I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they? Getting to like that red I am. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any insane killers turn up.
I'm sure
Then
you'll
I'll
do
run.
good.
You know it, friend.
Alright, see you later, buddy. Damn, where should I put these points? This old lady there? I don't think so. I think she was like around there. Or maybe in here. Yeah, she's not there. Okay. Oh shit, somebody put something on there? Am I getting the new Mario? Honestly, I think I might.
His horse have been covered in posters with radical slogans like "No kings, no bosses," and "Again and once more after that." At the bottom of the posters, in smaller lettering, are details about meeting at a local coffee house.
Looks like the students took your advice to heart, detective.
Oh, nice. Well, that's fun. Are you all getting the new Mario? I'm gonna replay this with full psyche skills. I mean, that's kind of what I went for this run. I'm to be weak, smart, empathy cop. Honestly, I think I nailed it. Nice. A couple friends are co-oping. Yeah, I want to play it to play with other people. Do you have anything to say, buddy? Oh, I have so much money. Where does money come from? Didn't even finish Tears of the Kingdom. I played so much Tears of the Kingdom that I have no problem not finishing it. You know what I mean? I finished it for me. I may go back to it, but it was also something I definitely got my money's worth out of.
Cop limping down the street, bleeding from the shoulder, face bruised, looking like hell? You know what that is? Cool. That's cool.
Well, thanks. I want to look at this stuff here.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless.
Yeah.
The sneakers triumph over them. They're
You keep coming back. That's good,
Windbreaker.
officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
I mean...
You won't regret.
Or anything.
Keep coming back.
Browse the
You
box.
find your hand. The box smells.
Economical, but
Okay, well that's it. You have 2 new pieces of clothing. Windbreaker and itchy pants. Very similar to these. I want my jeans back on. My empathy jacket. Where are my damn jeans? Oh, there we go. I just like having lots of clothes, you know? Talk to you. Playing the same start as you, 70 hours or something? I'm okay not finishing it. Yeah, that's how I feel. I might go back to it eventually. I went back to Breath of the Wild. I also played through Breath of the Wild leading up to Tears of the Kingdom, which I think contributed to why I didn't necessarily
Between you
have a
and
huge rush
me,
to finish, but I
this
did
is
really
why
like
I
it.
don't get involved in local politics.
Calling this politics?
In its purest form.
All right, it's fair. All right. I like Roy. Are yellow skills... Oh yeah, it's the motor stuff. I feel like I've had to put a ton... I mean, they were so low, it makes sense that I was like, I have to put points into these, but... Check the traps. You never know. I want it to snow.
The trap is full of locusts. Poor thing.
Yeah. Okay. I want to know. Do you ever get... Like, did I go as far as I could on the cryptid thing? Could I have been more successful in some way? Like, can you ever actually see a cryptid? I'll talk to you. Who can say? That's definitely what I'm gonna Google later. I'm still mad I missed that check. Want someone to tell you. Did as much as you could, don't think answers that. Alright, fair enough. I guess no.
You're wounded.
Who knows? It's
Why are you
mysterious.
wounded?
Alright, alright.
You look terrible.
Oh, she's concerned for me. That's kind
She
of
sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
Say you seem angry. Why?
Look at you. You can barely walk.
I'm gonna say nothing.
Doesn't look like nothing. Looks like you've got banged up real good. What happened to you anyway?
Yeah, first I have to
heard
shoot that.
gunshots from the town. They were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about.
Say, also got shot in the chest.
That's nothing to brag about, officer.
Oh, sorry.
It's not serious. He'll be okay.
Okay. Question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to go to that island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
2 days of sunshine. I just got a bacterial infection. Okay. Can we borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back. And no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat.
I will not Google the
No
game until I see
joyriding
credits.
Either.
It's been very hard, but I've stayed strong.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Oh, we're gonna be gone for days? Not attentively.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes as she smiles at you.
What's on the island?
Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
You said you haven't been there yourself. Who has, if not you?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such. The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
We've talked to them a lot, by the way, but thank you, Kim, for asking.
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
Anything I should know about getting there?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter
South
from
side.
the south side.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thank you.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Alright, where's suggestion? Where the hell's suggestion? Oh, there it is. Be seeing you. Okay, maybe one night we'll try. She's super nice. Okay, you lady. You have something to say? All the skills reward you engine stuff.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I got shot!
Even I can see that. Though I suppose you took the worst of it. Turns out you were your own ill omen.
Guess you're right. Then if all the guns are coming for me after all.
I'm not sure those were the last of the men with guns.
Right. I'm off. Sorry for cutting you off, old lady. Okay, twins. We'd like to talk to you.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him.
You've been to that island, right?
On that island?
Yes.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war.
You mean shells?
I don't know what these are.
What then?
They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
They must mean a human being on that island.
Someone lives on the island?
No. Yes.
I also like when a voice actor is an actual kid. For kid voice actors. I'll always remember Red Dead Redemption, that one kid being like, "Oh, hey, Uncle Arthur, I'm a little boy."
Let's go with yes.
Why is he the fire guy?
Because he asks to put the fire out.
Why did he ask you to put the fire out?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
Okay, mention something about lights.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
Yes.
Anything else you can tell me?
No, he doesn't live there. No, he lives there. He doesn't live there.
Anything else?
I don't know. We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
Your father used to go to the island.
Our father killed himself.
Oh, jeez.
Don't say that. He didn't.
Say nothing.
I'm sorry.
Is that all you know?
There's
Lights. Fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Alright, take care. Okay, where's this boat? I hope I don't have to do like a boating mini game. Doesn't seem right for this game, but I don't want to goof anything up.
Floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now? Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your
Go to the
accounts?
church really quick.
Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
I'll hold the boat box. Not ready yet. Alright. We gotta go talk to people. Mario Party rafting game. That'd be fun. Okay. Maybe I'll talk to some of these folks, see if they have anything to say. Favorite storyteller. I'm gonna be thorough here, you know?
Man, you're like bleeding now.
Alright, see you later. You just have drugs,
The
right?
legend.
Abigail?
Danko.
There's no wake.
Okay. I want to see the church. I want Dolores Day to appear. I wonder if she could have appeared when you get shot. I could see that being a thing the game would do. Might be a waste of time. Okay, we're gonna run. It's so freaking slow. Wish it was snowing. I want to come back here when it snows. I know my stitches. I don't run in the church though.
Yes, what is it?
Okay, I might try to catch her bird again. Don't think it punishes you for running, but it should. Kind of agree.
Hawk.
That's it. It's reaction speed, right? Anything good with reaction speed? Anything? Music is good. Reaction speed. This is minus. Reaction speed. Ah, beans. Alright, well.
Hawk.
It's too bad. What else did I change? Oh, the hat. Kind of okay with this hat for a bit. I feel like there's nothing new in this church.
Good morning.
Dolores Day.
Of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting.
Okay. Yeah, they had no idea what was going on. Hardcore. Okay, let's save. Can I fast travel? Yes. Oh, wait, you know what I want to do? We can run over there because it's too freaking slow otherwise. I might as well try this check here to open this door thing, because why not, right?
An old door, worn by elements,
Interfacing.
guards the depot.
Interfacing. Okay, gotta look through everything again. Right. Come on. Oh, well, now I have better interfacing. Okay. And the game is YOLO checks. Exactly!
An old door.
Why
worn by
not?
Elements. Guard. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the
Door
door.
shut tight.
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into like everywhere. Oh, come on. We even got into the life ending guys in here. Don't. But you're saying we can't get in here?
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you
I don't
can't
think
get
so,
in
Kim.
through every single door.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far.
That's who I am. That's who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair, and we don't have the resources needed to open it.
I did get into the light bending guys container. Proud of that one.
Relax. No
I feel
one's
like
hiding.
part of the game a lot of people haven't
If
seen.
we can't open it, Others can't either, and thus they can't get in.
At least you can think about opening it, about doors in general.
Oh, I could think about it. One more door. Okay, what's one? I'm gonna get rid of this one. Forget it. One more door. Internalize. You tried safe scumming. Even if you roll a 12, it doesn't open. The screen goes green, but you still fail. Okay, well, that's good to know. But I get to think about the door now. Are there any other fun last-minute checks we should do? No? No. Well, I don't know what this... I think that was to try to bust the window. Okay, none of these. Can't do that one. No. Ooh, I don't think so. Ooh, I do kind of want to try the barbell. Would that be loco? Cool conversation at the fishing dock. Is this with the lady? I'll go talk. We'll see. Not the mother, no. Okay. Ooh. I do want to kill 45 minutes. I know, I also wish it wasn't bugged. Go back in here, I guess. If anyone has suggestions of final things that would be fun to check out, that aren't too spoilery, to just be like, maybe try going over here, I'm open to it. I might read a book or something, kill 45 minutes. Okay, let's go to the bookstore. Because I want to get my thinking done before we go to the island.
The trap is fourth.
Final things for getting in the boat? Yes. Precisely. I didn't see Cindy when I went back, but I can look again. I'd love to talk to her about her graffito. How's your relationship with Kuno? He respects me now, you know? It's never been better, honestly. Talk to the dice maker.
Oh my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days. The shop has been locked. No sales, gangbangers running around, shooting everyone. I know I shouldn't have bought a shop in this ghetto.
I'm gonna say nothing.
And you! Oh my god! Just look at you! It looks like even the police can't take care of all this. Someone should do something about this. Maybe I should close the bookstore and open a psychic studio.
Oh yeah, it sounds like Joyce is like trying to negotiate with the
crime is the 6th element, you see.
mercenaries.
The darkest element. I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime.
Say life must go on.
Yes, what Martinez really needs is more vigilantes roaming the streets.
Exactly. It's a brilliant idea. Thank you, officer. In the meantime, do buy the books. As many as you can. They
Mullen
won't be
book
here
fell
for much
apart.
longer. Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. Some of these old paperbacks just don't have the durability. I would be happy to sell you another one, but unfortunately, it's the last copy we had in stock.
She should do a clear out sale. I totally agree. Well, let me buy more books. I want 45 minutes to
The display rack
pass.
is brimming with worn.
It is the best.
A small mountain of colorful books.
Alright. Oh, actually, I think there was a book here too I could have bought.
Shelves full of bio...
A true cultural...
Alright, we got some books. And... only 8%? Okay, let's read.
The edges of the pages are worn.
Back
the
cover.
jacket copy proclaims he
We're
is
gonna just zip through this,
took
okay?
his arms. Good God. You flip to the copyright page. This
Pretty and
book was
heroic.
written, Berserker rage burns.
Give me
Man
more.
from Hyam,
Onward.
The steel muscles of man from Hyamdall.
Okay.
Gleam.
Close the book.
Edges of the page.
Put it away. We've thought about things.
One more door. There is no way to open the supply depot door. Accept it. You cannot open all the doors. You have to integrate this into your character. Some doors will forever remain closed, even if every single other door will open at one time or another. Maybe to a key, or maybe to some sort of tool meant for opening doors. But this one will never accede to such commands. A realization crucial to personal growth. Crucial.
Have I spoken to Lena about her childhood experience? Which one's Lena? Forget who that is. Could think about more things, but I shall save it. Let's just go travel. I don't know where I've left things. Everard and Classy. Everard I can't get to. Classy is gone.
Give up.
Oh, the cryptid woman. Cryptid woman left. And we did talk about her childhood, about how she saw the cryptid, and then was like, but what if it was just a false memory? Our relationship's ruined. And I'm like, no, it's not. You guys still love each other. So there's gotta be a way to solve this.
There isn't. If only you had more time. Maybe if there had been more money. Or more. Or that. Yes.
What a disappointment. I think I've done a lot. So I'm okay that there's not really more loose ends for me to clear up. I just wanted to make sure I spoke to everyone. Got the other stuff. Yeah, might as well. Much as well. Alright, let's fast travel. Yeah. And then we're gonna go on the boat. We're gonna go on our journey. Did I do the date? No, I did not.
The skiff floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty. Once you get in, have you made all the net? Remember what the net.
Take the engine, I'll hold the boombox.
What?
I'm gonna say nothing.
Fine. Why not?
Very cool. Now tune it to SAD FM. SAD FM is a radio station specializing in sad,
Great.
slow rock.
Okay, get in. What game is about choosing what to see and what to experience? Yeah. And I'm okay to not see everything. Oh yeah, this rocks.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever.
What happens if you don't have the radio for this? Is it just boring? The soundtrack of this game's good. This seems like a fun one to have on vinyl, but it'd be nice to work to. Not boring, just different. That makes sense.
Want to
I did convince Kim to dance, don't you worry. And then I had a seizure. It was worth it. I also like how it integrates the main melody into this. I'd be curious to play this game, if like a second playthrough, to save scum to make sure you pass every check, and then also to save scum to make sure you fail every single check. I would be very curious how this game would handle failing every single check. Obviously that would kill you a bunch, but...
The boat comes to a slow stop. In the silence, a sputter of wings.
Let's go.
Alright, let's do it. I want to play this with cheats in it with everything maxed. I hear you get an immense amount of thought dialogue. Oh, that's fun. Well, even if you don't technically pass every check, I'd be curious to see what the game will let you and won't let you pass. Because I think also sometimes you fail checks and it still passes. You know what I mean? This leads to the depot in Land's End.
Ah, yes. So it seems.
This means I sort of got into the door.
No.
He's right.
What do you think it was used for?
For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies? You could
Another
also
check
lock
that you
the
can't
gate
pass
when you
besides
raise
the
the
door.
chain.
Okay.
As a defensive measure, lock it off that side of the
From
bay.
whom?
From enemies. Enemies of the commune of Revachol.
Well, alrighty then. You know what I need? I need my tar bag. Oh no, I have it. Okay, I thought it... I got scared, Blaine. Sorry. I got scared, everybody. I didn't know. I was like, where did it go? Okay, here we go. Oop. Tires falling apart. Okay. Sometimes you succeed at something shitty, so you still kind of fail. Nah, for sure. But I would just be curious how the game reacts. This is not me being like, I want it to be the perfect playthrough. It's me being like, how is the game gonna write where you have to fail a successful check? Do you know what I mean?
The dry grass crackles under your feet as you stop. Far away, birds' wings touch the still surface of the sea.
What is that flutter?
The flock of quail departs, now more than 100 meters away. 102, 105.
Okay.
On the islet, there is almost no wind, just the light movement of
An amazing check failure in the very beginning involving the hotel
bulrushes
bill.
swaying on the waterline.
I think Casey
Long
told me that he
dry
tried to
leaves
run
chafing
away and then
against each
maybe died or tripped or something.
Like a silent orchestra tuning at the beginning of some major work of great importance to the few who attend.
To the
A
west,
silent hiss,
the
the
east,
faraway roar of a
ahead.
low hum. The air slowly moves through a concrete box.
Beyond that?
Air flows out of a pillbox window. There is very little there.
below the silence.
Konda Mama Dakwa.
Oh! I knew it. I knew it. Kim,
Yes?
pretty silent on this island.
It is. Is that why we are stopping?
I have to listen.
The lieutenant nods. Konda Mama Dakwa.
That's the cryptid. I keep hearing it and I like that. Opening my eyes. Got the bag out as well, but what are you passing to the Riel at this point? At this point, it's a comfort bag. It's part of my culture and style is to just constantly be picking up bottles. You know? Need my tar. I think this is what we're gonna call it. We had a nice long stream today. Thank you all for hanging out and watching. It's really appreciated. I'm going to raid... Let's raid Jackbox. I'll see y'all over there. Let me make sure I have the username. Alrighty. I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.